Yeah, I'm kind of fast with it. Oh, okay, well, now while I'm here, let me go check the ending too, because I always, gotta make sure it's in the right spot. You know what I mean? We got, yeah, we'll make it like we'll make it like right there. Okay. All right. I'm ready. Ready. Hello. Yeah, no, say goodbye to him. No more. Yeah, actually, we don't need you to be wide right now. We could be here. We don't need that small chat for now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Am I the A-hole stream. And in case you are just coming on in, if you didn't see, we have... Oh, boom. I'm sure I can show this, right? I just saw it, so I was like, oh, let me quickly grab that image really quick so I can talk about it. But yeah, this is the stuff that's gonna be at the convention at Fancy Frontier in Taipei. So if you're going there, this is what you can expect to see, and also the meet and greet tickets are there as well. Wow, all of us are gonna be there. It'll be cool. And oh my gosh, they have an official 中文 writing. Isn't that so cool? I kind of want to read this. And obviously I'm gonna read the pinyin though, but yo, wait, I can kind of read this. 我们很开心. Okay, that's it. That's all I can read. All right, pinyin time. 我们很开心，宣布 FSPEN 官方企业摊位将参加于2月6日至8日在台北主办的 Fancy Frontier 46 Meet and Greet 见面会门票不是门票将于2月5日开放线上贩售，请大家密切关注或是贩售自式。 Okay, I'm lost. 现场也准备了超多周边商品等着大家，还有将在主舞台主办的粉丝见面会免费。 Whoa, it's free. I heard 免费 and I'm locked in, bro. I heard 免费 and I'm locked in. 是 free. Wow. 期待在现场与大家见面。 Wow. Oh my god, that's so cool. Bro, I butchered everything, but man, that's so cool. We're finally gonna be somewhere else. So if you are going to Fancy Frontier, hopefully we can see you there. Yeah, but basically, wait, does it say it? It should say it in English, right? It doesn't actually say it. Okay, so basically, I mean, you could translate it on your own, but they basically said we're gonna be participating. It's from February 6th to 8th. There will be meet and greets starting on 5th for the sales, and then there's obviously the whole bunch of merch here, and we're gonna have a event on the stage. It's a free fan meeting on the main stage, and yeah, we're looking forward to see you there. So yeah, if you're somehow going there, very much looking forward to meeting you. Yeah. 如果你们会参加 Fancy Frontier， 我们都挺开心，想见大家。Yeah. I'm super excited. I am really looking forward to it. I think you guys already know. But yeah, next week too. It starts next week actually, so it's very soon. But there's gonna be some fun stuff for sure. So I hope you guys look forward to that. Yeah. Woo 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 woo. And it seems like what do we have? We have the Pape, we have the Nestleberry, the fan mascot, and we're bringing back the 1 point. I think the acrylic stance is a little bit different though, no? I think the base is different. But we're pretty much bringing back the it's the 1.0 outfit acrylic stands and the acrylic keychain. So wow, that's very interesting. Wowie. And of course the meet and greet tickets there. So yeah. All right. I will let me retweet it actually really quick right now on so you guys can check out the more details and stuff. It's very close. It's very close. It kind of came by fast, I feel, no? I'm really looking forward to it though. So, yeah, 如果你们会参加，希望会看到你们在那儿。I've been really looking forward to it these past few days, and finally it's here. I just hope that means in the future we can go to other places as well, other conventions all over the world. So I think, you know, I'm really happy. This is like a pretty big step, I feel, in going into other places that's not solely like, you know, America or something, right? So for all of you Cinnabuns right out there, Ravenites, stage lights out there, I think it's a good sign. Hopefully we can come to a convention near you. So don't be afraid to ask the conventions. Please bring the FSP boys there, and maybe we can come to one near you too. I also hope we do an online one again sometime in this year. I think those were like, I think that event was still like probably one of my favorites too. But there's something really fun having in-person event as well, right? Going to a con, it's just something really fun about it too. So I hope we get to go to more. We will work hard. We'll work hard for you guys. Yay. But putting that aside, today we are going to see if some of you are the asshole or not the asshole. I have a feeling though, many of you are not gonna be the asshole. I have a feeling. Congrats on 10K, by the way. Thank you, Top Head. Thank you. Appreciate it so much. Thank you. And Quietly Hunting, welcome back for 3 months. Hi, Mel. Just wanted to tell you that the sliding puzzle you made was actually unsolved. Yes! I knew it, bro. I knew I wasn't out of my mind. I was like, bro, this is unsolvable. I made an unsolvable puzzle. Oh my god, I feel so good of myself now. I didn't even know you could make one that's unsolvable, but I was like, yeah, this is definitely unsolvable, right? Thank you so much. You have rested my case, I guess. Yeah. And before I go on to Yupi-san, go no gifto. Go no gifto. ごめん。ありがとうございます。ありがとう。And Mio, thank you so much for a year. Welcome back. For a year, haven't been able to tune in for a while due to time zone IRL. But glad to be in the bonfire for 12 months. No problem. I hope your IRL stuff is treating you okay. Don't stress. Thank you so much for coming on by though and celebrating your 1 year in the bonfire. I really appreciate it. Oh my god. Oh man. Actually, I got reminded actually, speaking of Yupi-san, actually, did you know there is another what do you call advertisement in Japan, featuring actually both Ravenous and Avalon for their 2 year and Ravenous for a 1 year. So if you're in the area, feel free to go check it out. It's really cool. The art looks so nice. I've seen some pics here and there. So yeah, if you see, I think it's in Tokyo Station, Tokyo Eki, I think. No, it's not. Ikebukuro, kana? No, wait, no, Shinjuku. Shinjuku, it's in Shinjuku, I think, right? Shinjuku ka. Shinjuku Eki, yes, yeah. So if you're in the Shinjuku area, go check out the support ad. すごくなんか絵がすごく綺麗. I love the art so much of both Avalon and Ravenous there. It's so pretty. Thank you. Shinjuku. Yoshi, Shinjuku da. Okay. I got it right. So once again, thank you. I think this was done by both Yupi-san and Fuka-san, I think it was, if I remember correctly. So yeah, if some of you guys are traveling or are planning to travel, I think we still have about 2 more days or 1 more day because of JST time. But yeah, it's really cool. Yupi-san, thank you. Thank you. All right, I think that's about everything. Sorry if I'm a little bit fast today, because I am worried that we will not be able to go through everything, because you know how I am. I'm a yapper and I want to try to get through as much as possible. By the way, I think you have your Steam. Frick! Well, what if you just deal with it? What if you press pause and then I type in chat something completely that doesn't make sense and you're like, huh? And then you go and then you realize, oh, DVR was on. You were about, dude, that happened to me once. I don't remember frick. It was on, I think it was one of the boys' streams. They had DVR on. I didn't realize. I was 5 minutes behind. I typed in something that related to what they were talking about 5 minutes ago, and I was like, why is chat like on a separate topic? Like, what are they talking about? It's like not going with what bro is saying. And then I realized, like, after I typed it in chat 5 minutes delayed, like I realized, oh shit, DVR was on, and I did not go. And then I clicked like the live button to go forward, and I'm like, oh fuck. And I didn't say anything. Like, I didn't say, because I didn't want to say like, oh shit, that comment might have not made sense because I accidentally had DVR on. I didn't want to say that. That sounds embarrassing as fuck. I just silently stopped talking. Anyways, I turned it off now, so refresh. Oh gosh, that was so... I don't remember who it was though. I think I just, quite literally, my mind just blocked it out. Oh man, it was so embarrassing. I don't remember who it was anymore, but yeah. I was in a Shiki stream and they were laughing and I was worried about the little girl in the game. A little girl? Like Lethal Company? I think it was like that. Sometime in those games. But they were like far beyond. Yeah, I feel you guys. Don't worry. I was in the same boat. That happened to me. Aru. Aru sore. Yeah. Oh, I was delayed. He was playing. No, I'm not him. Oh, I see. Yeah, oof. It happens to the best of us. Don't worry, guys. It happens to the best of us. Oh, gosh. But, yeah. Okay. I want to keep today on track. Little yapping as possible, because I want to get through the ones that were approved. So, first of all, thank you everyone for all your submissions. Sadly, you know, there's a lot, so I can't go through all of them. And also, they are... I did like an initial check, and then Monasan had to go through another check just to make sure. So these are definitely very filtered through, okay? So if somehow yours don't make it through, very sorry for that. It could have just been there was a lot and we couldn't fit it in. or maybe decided it was probably best to not put it on. So but we'll try to get through the ones. I think the ones that did get through are pretty good. And I try to aim for ones that had like that we could talk about, if that makes sense. Like we kind of like more like, ooh, is this like actually an asshole thing or not an asshole thing, you know? So that's kind of what we try to go through. And if you recently added one in today, I'm sorry, but those were you know, we did the check yesterday. So any new ones that was like today in the past, like I would say I don't know, 16 hours, I'm sorry they didn't make the cut. But maybe next time we'll have another submission, a round of submissions. So let me get everything ready here. I don't know if we'll get through everything today, but let's see. Let's get right into it, shall we? I'm very excited. I am so excited for this. Okay, I think I should have set everything up, so let's hope this works. Boom. We're gonna put you guys there so we have more room on the side. And let's see our first one. Okay, hopefully I did everything correct. All right, here we go. In no particular order, so these are all like kind of randomized. I don't know what order they are in. So we will see. All right, here we go, guys. Our first one. Do I have water? We'll survive. have a bit. Okay. Am I the a-hole for wanting to vent to my friends, family, even when they're dealing with their own problems? I love that my friends and family trust me enough to vent, ask for advice, or get comfort from me. I genuinely want to support them, but constantly hearing about everyone else's struggles, for example, marriages, exams, family issues, career stress, makes me feel like I don't have a space to share my own. I need support too. I want to vent, to be comforted, and have someone listen, but I hold back because I don't want to overwhelm them or add to their stress. They always say, if you ever need me, just text or call, but I worry about being a burden. Okay. Am I the asshole for wanting to open up even though I know they're dealing with their own stuff? Okay. First of all, immediately, no. This is already no, and I think I understand you. You probably are someone that tends to overthink a lot. I would if I can assume. Apologies. But this is a very easy no. Don't worry. It is completely understandable, you know, that you want to vent to your own. And sometimes it's also very tiring. And I think I understand why you think it could be a burden, because I feel like you might also feel a little bit, it can be very tiring, like hearing everything from everyone and about their problems. And you know, if you're a little bit of like an empath, it kind of drains you. I kind of have a similar thing with this. It gets really draining very, very fast if you know, if it's like constantly every day you're just hearing about people's troubles. Not to say like, you know, you should disregard their troubles or something. Like you know, it is nice that they listen to you and stuff, right? And that they feel comforted by you. That's like I think that's like a pretty good privilege not a lot of people can say they have. But it is very understandable that you also want to express those same concerns, right? So, you know, definitely not the asshole at all. So if you just want to know that, I want to also add, I think you should try talking to them. Because they already said, if you ever need me, just text or call, right? And I understand that you're worried about being a burden, but I feel like it's okay to trust their words. And they're like your friends. I'm hoping like close friends and close family, right? I think you can try trusting them, their words a little bit, and talking, you know, about your stress too. Because I feel like they wouldn't say that without any reason, right? I hope. You know, there's some people I know they just say things for the sake of saying, but I really think that they will understand you and will listen to you, as you do for them, right? As you do for them. Yeah. So, you know, put it simply, no, you are not the asshole. Don't worry. That is a completely valid feeling, and I think you should definitely try and reach out to at least one person. You know, I think it can help you a lot. Just to talk to someone about your problems without like asking for anything in return. Like just the act of speaking it out loud, I find is also very helpful, you know? Bonus points if they listen, of course. If they are actually listening. But yeah, I think it seems like you do a lot for them in terms of like listening, so I think they will show you the same favor back. So yeah, don't worry, you're not the asshole. And thank you for your submission. Thank you. A pretty good one to start off with. Thank you so much. All right. Next though, I think most of these are kind of long, so apologies if it's a little bit hard to read, but I shall read it for you. Hi Malim and Cinnabuns, I had a suitor 6 years ago. A suitor, ooh. He was my classmate in 9th grade, and I had a crush on him. Okay, hold on, let me get my story straight. Okay, 9th grade. Okay, he courted me for 18 months, and it felt like we were already lovers. In 11th grade, I noticed that ever since he got grouped with a girl for... Oh, fuck. Oh, he had become distant. Later, my friends told me they often saw him with that girl and even sent proof that they held hands, carried her things, and walked her home. I confronted him. He said he chose me, but I ended things. Wait. Hold on. Pause. You had a suitor, and it felt like you guys were already lovers. Are you guys actually dating? Or is this just, like, not official? Okay, let me continue the story. He says he chose her. Or they. By 12th grade, he reached out for closure. It sounds like it was a relationship, but I don't know, because it's more like it's implied. He apologized and said he regretted everything and spoke badly about the girl, and oh, okay, well that's already kind of weird. I recorded it and posted it, which caused a fight. They became distant, but later continued whatever relationship they had. 4 years later, he reached out again, saying the girl micro-cheated and blamed it on my post. Now he wants to reconnect, but I ignore him. Funny how karma worked its way back to him, just like how he micro-cheated on me with her. Whoa, okay. This is a lot to unpack. Okay, first of all, because it's kind of vague, I'm going to just assume. Sorry for my assumption. I'm going to just assume that you guys were dating. Okay, I'm just gonna assume that. I think just to conceptualize this, I'll just think you were dating with this guy, then he did a little bit of micro cheating, and then shit went downhill. How do you micro cheat? I think what they meant is maybe emotional cheating. But they held hands. That's okay. Isn't micro cheating just non-physical cheating? They held hands. Guys, do you think holding hands with let's say you have a significant other and they held hands with somebody else. That is like their target preference, I guess you could say, if I were to phrase it that way. Micro cheating is still cheating, and I stand by it. Emotional cheating is still cheating. But we're putting, you know, we're in 2026. We have to label everything. We have to make all these like different. I don't know. Like I don't really. It depends on how they're holding hands, right? This requires a lot more context. But they held hands, carried things, and he walked her home. I could really think I know people. Okay, in this frame, in this lens, I know people who will absolutely say he cheated. But on the flip side, I know people who say this guy is very chivalrous and that he's very gentlemanly. I already know people will actually will have two sides. Because some people will be like, why would you let somebody, like, why would you let a girl go home alone? Why would you let a girl hold all these heavy things alone? There's people who think that way. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. People think like that. Holding hands, I'm not gonna touch that yet. That's kind of weird. I don't know about that. But for the other things, I could see. I think I would say that is not cheating, depending on the context. Ninth grade is like 15 years old. Is it? Wait, okay. If you graduate at 12th grade, you're around like 18, so 17, 16. Yeah, you're right. 15. Okay. Bro, I don't fucking remember the grades. Holy shit. Yeah, you guys are like kids too at this time. So, okay. Yeah, around 14, 15. So the timeline is 14 to 15. I'm just gonna assume they're dating. It does not say they are, I know, but I think I'm just gonna assume they are because they are treating it like a relationship. Right? So 14, 15, and then 18 months, that's a year and a half. So they're like 15, 16. And then 4 years pass, so they're like 20 now. 20, 21. Okay. The holding hand parts feel most sus. That is definitely the most sus. Second entry is already complicated and nuanced. Alright. We have to find a verdict though. Is the person writing this an a-hole? I will say one thing. Again, we don't know the context to this. But I don't think you should have. Recording it is one thing, but posting it is kind of another thing to do. That is like, oh wow. You were already like, I'm assuming you were already broken up, right? I don't think you needed to do that. You could have just left it. To be fair. And then 4 years later, he like came back is also kind of weird. I think he's just trying to like live on what used to be or whatever, you know? I'm gonna say, oh, this is like in the middle. I'm gonna say, good on you for breaking it up. Then. Like, the thing is, I'm assuming whatever like conversation you had, it made you feel uncomfortable, and that was what's the most important, right? No matter if he did this or that, you felt uncomfortable, and that was enough to break off the relationship. And like, that's completely fair. Like, you shouldn't force yourself to be in a relationship that you're not comfortable with, right? No matter what the other person did, whether or not it was micro cheating or whatever nuance it was. If you're uncomfortable, that's already like enough grounds for you to leave. So that was good for you to break it up, but I don't think you should have posted it. And that was not really a good idea. I think you should have just left it and blocked his ass and not talk to him. Even if he tries to reach out, just like whatever way, just block, move on. That would probably been a smarter move. Were they an asshole for that? Yes. Were they wrong? Yes. Do I support them? 10,000% yes. Yeah, again, we don't know how much a dick this guy was. That sounds so bad. That's like, oh my god. No, God. I mean, golden rule, guys. Golden rule. When you a good role model, guys, no matter how bad a person is, you need to treat them with level of decency. But I'm just saying, you know, it's a case by case basis. How did he find you again after 4 years though? If you go to the school, it's very easy. You already know their first and last name. That's all you in the information you need. And people these days always have social media accounts. Very easy. Unless you don't have anything attached to your name or whatever, or you just don't have social media in general. Now, even if you don't have social media in general, I'm pretty sure they're like 20. I'm assuming they're probably in college, so you're probably somewhere there already. So if you really are a creepy ass stalker, you could definitely, sadly, very easily find someone as long as you have their names. Like, you only need their names and boom. It's kind of pretty easy. Yeah. The relationship issues don't really need to be public, definitely. When it's recorded and posted without consent. Yeah, that's like another thing. That's a whole can of worms, you know. So I think that's the verdict. I just hope you can continue to ignore him and just continue with your life. Yeah. But you know, they were like teens, so what can I say? you sometimes you do dumb stuff when you're young, right? But yeah. Okay, thank you so much for this submission. Woo! Let's go. Oh, okay. This one. All right. I'll read the English translation, and then I'll respond in Mandarin for you for this one. So, wait, actually, I can't read a little bit. Let me make it bigger for myself. Hold on. So here we go. I'll read the English one, and then I'll respond in Mandarin, and then I'll tell you guys my thoughts. Here we go. I often ignore calls and messages from a classmate because they want to copy my homework's answer. When I ask why they can't do it themselves, they ignore my question and keep begging me to send them the answers. Am I selfish or unreasonable for refusing to give them my answers? I just want them to try on their own instead of blindly copying. After all, we each have to take exams individually. It's been 2 years! Oh my gosh! And they still want to? Bro, at this point, just freaking like go online, bro. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna speak in Mandarin really quick. First of all, let me just say, not the asshole, 100%. 我跟你讲，我以前的时候也有这个一模一样的事情。我以前有一个同学，完全不做作业，完全不听老师，完全都不吃课，不上课，对吧？但是呢，每个时候我们有那个作业或是什么，他老师会要问我，哦，你可以给我你的作业吗？然后我就查，对吧？然后我呢，我说没关系，但是他必须要跟我做一个东西。要不然是什么做我不知道什么东西，我没有选择，或是他买我东西。所以呢，每个时候就是我是很那个，我很小的时候，对吧？所以每个时候我们有什么作业，然后他去问我想查我的作业，我就说可以。然后呢，一会儿的时候呢，他去买我一个饮料。所以如果他想要我的作业， 他必须先要买我一个饮料，然后我就说 OK， 我不管了，就给那个作业给他发一个图片或是什么，发一个微信给他，对吧？那个不是 what is it called email yeah， 我就发给他我的作业，因为我拿到了一个饮料，但是我明白他们应该必须要自己做他们的自己作业，对吧？要不然他们没有学那个老师教他们的东西，他们不会学，所以这个我很了解。所以呢，我真的觉得你这样做的是应该对的，是应该对的，不要给他们作业。然后你们有自己的考试，对吧？你就自己注意自己那个复习，然后就自己那个成功那个考试，然后就不要管他们了，就没关系。反正我读这个英文，但是看得起来他们就是同学，对吧？不是你们的那个很重要的朋友或者什么。我不知道如果翻译有点不对，但是如果不是这么重要的朋友，但你为什么要管其他的人？你不用管，你知道吗？我老是觉得呢，你管其他的人的事情太多的话呢，你就多加你自己的压力更多，你知道吗？所以你就不要做那样了，反正他们就是同学。谁管？如果他们成功不成功，你要自己管你自己的东西。那是我觉得可能会有点怎么讲，不是很kind， 但是我真的觉得，因为你知道这是他们的学习，你知道吗？不是你的学习，你要每个人要自己复习他们自己的学习，要不然的话呢，他们长大的时候，他们什么东西都不能做。都要靠着其他的人，你知道吗？所以，如果可能你会觉得不会很舒服这样的，但是他们有一个天要长大，然后要全部自己要做了，然后那时候，如果他们那个长大的时候都什么东西都不能做呢，就怎么办，对吧？那就更糟糕了。那就是我的想法。Okay, 我说完了。Alright, let me explain to you in English what I basically just said. I don't think I've ever spoke more fluently in my life, by the way. Holy crap. I think I kind of popped off. But, okay. I basically said, TLDR, I had a fun story first. I had this exact same situation. Before, I had a guy always coming up to me to ask to copy my homework. And I said, sure. But here's the catch. I made him do something for me in return. It was either he was gonna do something for me in the future, or he could just pay me or buy me something. So we ended up deciding he would just buy me a drink from like the vending machine. So literally every time we were assigned homework from this teacher, we would go down to the vending machine, he would purchase me a drink, and I'm like, okay, here's my homework. That was our transaction. Yeah, I got something out of it. Now, this might be the solution you want to hear, but it was the way that I was able to profit. Because I was thinking like, well, yeah, sure, if you want to just get my homework, I don't mind, but I gotta get something out of it, right? So I did. I got something out of it, bro. That's my freaking businessman mind right there. But in the case of this marshmallow, first of all, no, not the asshole, obviously not. And what they are feeling is completely reasonable, because I said, if you give them your homework all this time, you're in school to learn, and sure, maybe it's not things you will learn to do in the future, like you're not going to be doing calculus in the future, maybe, right? The problem is the thing that you're learning is to do it on your own. To problem solve on your own. If you give them your homework, they're always going to be relying on you to do it for them, to solve their problems, right? So eventually when they grow up into an adult and are on their own, they're going to be fucked. because they're not gonna learn to do fucking anything, or they're just gonna rely on people all the time, and they're not gonna be independent. Now, you know, it's nice to rely on someone, it's nice to get help from someone, but there's a level of independency everyone should have at a basic level. Like, you should learn how to, I don't know, I'm gonna be honest, you should learn how to cook for yourself. That's probably one of the things that I think people should learn to do. You should learn how to clean for yourself. You should learn how to dress yourself. You should, you know, learn how to, like, go out and do things on your own. You know what I mean? Without relying on someone all the time. So, you know, don't even think about it being like, oh, I feel like I'm a bad person for, like, not giving them my homework or whatever. Like, think about it like actually in the future what's gonna happen to them when they grow up, because all they're gonna do is just be like, oh, I don't know how to, like, save money, can you help me or something? Or like, oh, I don't know, like, where am I gonna live, you know? I'm just gonna live with my parents all the time. Sure, maybe that's like a thing, but like without a plan, they're just kind of, I'm gonna be honest, like, leeching off their parents. If they don't have a plan, all they do is, they're gonna be like those people that just stay home and do nothing and have no job, right? So I took this in a more of like you know, like a more of like, I guess, a logical approach instead of like an emotional one. Like, oh, you know, like, don't feel like you're a bad friend or whatever. I'm telling you, you are going to help them in the future, because they're gonna realize quickly that they can't just get everything that they want in the world. You know what I mean? This is the truth, the hard truth. And I just basically said, another thing is, this could be really taxing for someone. You know, you are juggling 2 school lives if you do this. Like, let's say they have another class. Like, what if in the future they have another class that you're not in, and they just start asking you to do their homework, and because you feel too bad to say no, you do it for them. So you're essentially having 2 school lives. Bro, dealing with 1 school life is already stressful enough. You're gonna have to deal with another person's? Like, hell no. You have your own future to think about, you know? You have your own exams to think about. That's a lot of stress on you. So focus on yourself first and foremost. That's what you should do. And I know there might be a bit of like maybe there's like a bit of a culture kind of thing where, like, you want to help others, like, you know, that mentality where, like, everyone should help each other, but I still believe it shouldn't come at the expense of you. Sure, maybe a little bit sometimes here and there is nice, but the only reason why sacrificing yourself works in that scenario is because the other person will do the same for you in the future. It's kind of like a give and take situation, right? But a lot of people nowadays, they don't give back. They just take, and they can manipulate you and just use you because you're too kind. Wow, this got like really depressing and hard. But the reason why I'm so adamant about this is because I knew a person who was exactly like this. They were too kind. They were so kind. They were kind of like a yes person. Always say yes, no matter what. Even if they were placed in a situation that obviously made them so uncomfortable, they will never say no. But me, like, looking at that or like listening about those events, it makes me really sad to hear that. And, you know, whenever it was possible, I would try to help or at least console. But, like, fundamentally, you have to be the one to say no, right? Another person can't say no for you all the time, right? So I think it's good to stand up for a little bit for yourself and focus on yourself first and foremost, you know? And you think this is selfish? You have your own family to worry about at the same time, right? I'm assuming, right? 我觉得可能我不知道如果是这是对不对的，可能你的父母会想着你想去一个很好的学校，对吧？或是找一个很好的工作，挣很多钱，对吧？这是平常的想法。如果你会老是帮其他的人，你多给你压力，然后你多给你没有时间可以休息一下，对吧？你每天都是忙，把你忙死了。然后呢，那个真的会一会儿就抓到你，你知道吗？就有一个天就 做不了了，然后那时候就是对你是真的糟糕了，你知道吗？所以我觉得呢，最第一个重要的人是你自己，对，然后你有你的家人也要担心，对吧？如果你自己的复习开始，你知道开始不好，你就怎么办呢？ That's basically, yeah. You know, like, you have your own family to worry about too, right? Like, I'm just saying, like, maybe you're studying to probably, like, you want to get into a good university, or maybe you want to get a good job in the future. And I'm assuming probably, like, have family that you want to take care of and have to worry about, right? If you fail now, or, like, if you not fail now, but if you spread yourself too thin, you know, it's really hampering those chances and the people you care about, right? But yeah, that's my whole thing. My whole spiel. I yapped a lot on this one. I used to give people the wrong answers. Lamau. Sometimes, like, if it didn't bother me, like, if it was easy to me, I would not care. I would just let them do it. Like, if it honestly really took me no time to do anything, or like, if they just needed to look at it, I'm like, I don't care at that point, right? To be honest, it's their future, you know? Really, it's hard to say no, but it's like, you gotta do things for you. And not for other people. Yeah, exactly. I would completely understand if it's like, okay, I'll, you know, like, oh, maybe I've been having like a hard time lately. Could I just copy your homework for this time? I'll help you later next time. And they keep to their word. That is a completely respectable choice to make, I think, in my opinion. People sometimes have their off days, right? But from here, it's been 2 freaking years, right? That is already like, no, that's not good. You know? Because I could totally understand some friends having like a rough patch, they're going through a rough patch and they just can't keep up with their studies and like they just need some help. And that's completely fine. And then, you know, in the future, if they're a good friend, they will somehow find a way to pay you back, right? You know, maybe like you guys are all older and bro's the CEO and they're like, yo, I remember you let me copy your essay that one time. Let me offer you a position in my company. You know, maybe I'm thinking too much, but those examples is what I'm saying, right? Let someone use my work as reference. They copied word for word, got caught, and got dragged. See, I don't understand why the person who does that gets dragged. Like, it's not your fault, I don't think. Like, what, you're supposed to take the moral high ground and be like, oh, you shall not let I shall not let your eyes feast upon my work. Like, you're all just, you know, at that time, you're all just freaking kids, bro. It's that kid's fault for, like, doing it in the first place. I don't know. I never understood that. But, anyways. Yeah. Final decision. You are not the asshole. 不用担心. Okay. Thank you so much for the submission. Next up. Oh. Alright, here we go. Okay. Here we go. Wait, maybe I can move it like... Let me make it a little bit... kind of hard to fit everything. Alright. Am I the asshole for not telling my family I was studying abroad until my flight? Okay, let's read. I recently got the opportunity to just study abroad. Something I had worked hard for. The process was stressful and uncertain, with lots of waiting and paperwork, so I didn't feel comfortable sharing the news until everything was fully confirmed. Because of that, I only told my parents and siblings. Oh! Well, you told your parents and siblings. I waited until 3 days before my flight to tell my extended family. Okay, hold up. So you told your family, but not your extended family. The main reason was that I was scared of jinxing it. I know it might sound silly, but I believe talking about things too early can bring bad luck or unnecessary pressure. Yeah, that makes sense. And I wanted to protect my peace while I was already anxious. When I finally told them, some were happy, but others were upset. They said I excluded them and that it was disrespectful not to tell them earlier. My grandma shed tears. I explained that it wasn't personal and that I just needed space until everything was final. So now I feel guilty. So am I the asshole? No. You told your family. You told your parents and siblings. I feel like those. I thought you told no one. And you just like got your flight like the day before the flight and you're like, by the way, guys, I'm out of the country like forever, or not forever, but for like a good freaking time period. But you say it's your extended family. Like, you don't, it makes sense from your reasoning. And if they don't understand that, then sadly, it's just something I don't think they'll ever understand, you know? That's what I thought too. Yeah, if it was the case that you told none of your family or your siblings, unless they are like really big meanies or something, you should tell them. But okay, it wasn't the case, so we can put that aside. But it's just extended family members. That might sound harsh, but your reasoning is valid. Study abroad is very, very anxious thing. And you're completely right. Things could totally go, you know, haywire in any of the process, any of the application status. Anything could just be canceled. So I completely understand. And you told I feel like the people that were close to you and your family anyways, right? I don't think you should take it too hard too much. Yeah. If it was me, I wouldn't even directly tell my extended family. I would just let the word spread, to be honest. That's true. I feel like the word, yeah, I feel like, well, everyone's family is different, but like, if I had something like that, bro, I already fucking know. Everyone in a freaking like 50 like root of the family tree radius like line pattern things, they already know. I mean, your family's so good at keeping secrets because I feel like mine would have spread. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, damn. I'm kind of surprised they don't know. They didn't say anything to each other? You breathe in the family group chat. Exactly. So, you know, pretty surprising. I also think you owe your extended family big news or not. Yeah. I mean, you choose who you want to tell, right? Who you're comfortable with. Sometimes they just gotta learn to understand. You know? So honestly, I don't think you're the asshole. I don't think you should get hung up on it too much. If you already explain like your reasoning and they're still upset, I don't really think there's much else you can do, you know? I feel like if the extended family don't talk to Anna a lot, then they can't really be mad at Anna for saying nothing. Yeah, that's also true. It is hard to say how close you guys are just from, you know, this text alone. So even then, like, there's definitely extended family members, I think we all have, that like just don't really know too much. And it's just sometimes it's just like that. And yo, is that Granny Mint Mind? Thank you so much for the raid. What? I think you were drawing for Valentine's Day, was it? Grandma raid? Question mark? Or not question mark? Eclipses. Thank you so much for the raid. Oh my gosh. Yo, we are doing some Am I the Asshole submitted by viewers. Eclipses? Yeah, isn't that what it's called actually? It's not dots, they're called eclipses, no? Or ellipses or whatever? Is it not? Welcome on in, flower friends. You're in for tea. Yeah, today's all about getting some tea today. Ellipses, not eclipses. Whatever, man. Meow, meow, meow. Anyways, this one we were done. We just said not the asshole. Don't worry. Definitely protect your peace, okay? And I feel like you told the people that mattered to you. Not to say that your extended family doesn't matter, but like, you know what I mean. Your whole life shouldn't be publicized to your whole family, you know? I don't think you need to do that. Is what I'm saying. Neverland, thank you so much for the 5 gifted bonds. Thank you. Appreciate it so much. All right. Shall we get into the next one? We can all judge. Oh, for Zaki, thank you so much for the dono at work right now, but drop me to send a little token to my birthday. I'm gonna share the blessings with you. Oh my gosh, a little token. A little birthday token. Thank you for Zaki. And what we do here in the Malim Cendari channels, we gotta sing happy birthday to people's birthdays. So, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Zaki. Happy birthday to you. Thank you so much. I hope your work is going well on your birthday. Ooh. Please get some rest when you can and get some good food and cake. And I hope you get some presents, or buy yourself some presents, or make yourself some presents. Just have a wonderful, wonderful birthday after your work done. Get that bag, get that bag. Thank you so much for sharing a little of your birthday with me. I will, hee hee, good. That's what I like to hear. You know, I feel like I should also learn to listen to my own words and eat stuff better, but I'm trying. Anyways, next one. Okay, does this fit? Oh, I think it fits. Okay. All right, here we go. Am I the asshole for ghosting one of my best friends? Ooh, you guys are so good at like these saucy first sentences. Let's see, let's get into it. For more context, I had this friend who I have with since when we were both kids. People will say that we're like 2 peas in a pod back in elementary school, but around when we reached high school, they started being really pushy or invasive of my pride. Okay, well, oh boy, let's see if the story gets better. Trying to know literally everything about me, and I mean everything. From my personal interest, my siblings' favorite games, favorite places to be around school, and many more. I find it really weird at first, but brushed it off. But then they started to cross my boundary too much, or my friends somehow found out something I never tell them. I didn't want to confront about it and decided to just ghost them. I didn't want to make it too obvious and just took the opportunity of them always hanging out with their friends and not even look at them. And it's been like that for several years now, and I feel bad. Should I have talked to them? I did about what they did? Oh no, should I talk to them about what they did, or am I in the wrong here? Thinking. Oh, damn. There is a right move. There is a right move. And I know we all hate to think of it, but we all know it's the right move to do, and that is to, yes, talk about them first, right? Talk to them about it first before just ghosting all of a sudden. But I understand it's very uncomfortable, but I know it's tough. It's tough because it's very uncomfortable. Doesn't sound like they would have listened. They had nothing to listen to be honest. Rereading this, Anon here didn't really say anything. some people could have just been oblivious, you know. And wait, you guys were in high school, right? Okay. You know, there's another thing. You guys are young, and I would like to say probably still learning how to, you know, how do I say? You know what I mean? Like, learn to be more of an adult, more mature, right? More mature, right? I think that's a better way to say it. So sometimes there's just some things that you just wouldn't know, and sometimes it's just hard to pick up for some people, right? And it takes time to learn these things, or someone needs to tell you these things. So, you know, the most like goody two shoes, like, of course, the best ideal outcome is to definitely talk to them about it, because you never know. Maybe they just really never figured it out and never understood that what they did made you really uncomfortable. But it sounds like it's already been, it says several years from now, right? And I'm assuming you ghosted them for several years now, so maybe they just learned to move on. And sometimes that happens, like people just slowly fall out of friendships with each other and just hang out with other people. You know, maybe from their mind they thought like, oh, you were just being cold all of a sudden for no reason, and they also didn't want to like bring it up and talk about it, and they just decided it might be just better to just let it go, right? I think communication is key, but there's also the possibility they won't listen. That's for after the fact that you communicated. Yes, there's always a possibility, but that's a possibility. Are you still not gonna take the chance because of that possibility, you know? There's a lot of people who don't get what they want because they are afraid to take the chance, and I think that's very disappointing in a lot of situations. If they don't listen, that's a whole nother ballpark. But it was never expressed in the first place, so it's kind of hard to say, right? You know, can you be my life advisor? Maybe a couple of more centuries. I'll get back to you on that. But yeah, I can understand. I completely understand the ghosting though. Like, it's uncomfortable, and confrontation is. I understand that confrontation sucks, but I think one of the thing that makes you like the stronger person is by doing that. And I will say, once you do that for the first time, the other times get much easier, because by then you learn to start like protecting yourself. You know what I mean? That's a very strong skill to learn, because you're protecting yourself. And you're learning to like say no to things, stop things when it's uncomfortable. You know, what if you get put into like a position where you're really uncomfortable? You know, you need to learn to like stand up for yourself at one point. So this is kind of like a foundation for that if you think about it, right? So I don't know what's happening right now. I'm assuming you guys are like not talking anymore because of the ghosting, and it's kind of just like broke off. So, you know, I don't really think you need to do anything anymore. If it's already long gone past, I think it's better to just leave it in the past. But I think it's an important lesson here to learn that it might be nice to try to think about it from their perspective, because honestly, they could just be like, maybe they just thought like you guys were like really close friends and they just want to learn more about you as a person. Like, you know, people are just like that, right? But yeah. It you know, across your boundaries, so that's definitely something like you need to take into consideration as well. But I just hope like next time it would probably be better to talk about it first beforehand, right? For whatever situation that comes. But are you the asshole? I will say no. You're not an asshole. You're just learning. Yeah. I think that's a reasonable thing to answer, right? Okay. Thank you so much for the submission, though. I hope that was a little helpful. I know truth kind of stings a little bit, but I am also, you know, trying to learn that too. Sometimes, like, I also just avoid things, even if it's like better to confront it head on. You know, it's bad, like, harboring sort of these like negative feelings to someone when maybe they were not thinking about it that way, right? I understand. So it's quite hard to master for sure. No. So, all right, let's go to the next one. Here we go. All right, where is this? Here. Okay. Am I the asshole? These are so fun, by the way, guys. Thank you so much for all the submissions and for allowing me to read all these. Okay. Am I the asshole for instantly wanting to split up the same day I confess to? Oh, wow! Oh my gosh! This one is caliente. Oh, I had a crush on him for a good few months. Had a feeling he did too, and had a feeling he also had a crush. Okay, and I was right. He forced it out of me over text. Red flag. One day, kind of by asking me if I liked him. Oh, okay. I thought, okay, well, that's not really like forcing, to be honest. Okay, we'll get to it. I wasn't gonna lie, so of course I said yes. That sounds fine, right? Yeah, reason why I instantly got the ick is because he said I love you on the first day. And he told me he was so excited he had someone to say that to every night. Like it meant nothing more than just words. I proceeded to basically lead him on. And finally told him, I think you're a bad person. Let's stop this before it gets too far. And then he shat talk. Whoa, layers to this. Whoa. 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 Where do I even say? Where do I even start? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, guys. I'm too stunned. I don't even know what to say. DVR is on. If you refresh, it should be off. Well, let me double check again. I did turn it off. Unless, do I need to click save? Bro, guys, how do you do YouTube streaming? I've been here for a year and a bit. How do you guys stream on YouTube? Yeah, no, it's off. I think if you refresh, it will be off. Okay. All right. How do I unpack this? Guys, where do I begin? Okay, let's analyze the guy first. I'm not understanding 50-50 statements. I think Anna was in the wrong, but I'm not sure how the boyfriend is. This shit talking. And also, before even I read the last paragraph, I already felt like he was kind of just dating the Anon just for clout, just for reputation sakes. Because they were like, oh, he's so excited. And then like chat talking all over his friends too. You know, and saying I love you on the first, that is crazy. That only happens in movie, y'all. I'ma be real. I don't know. Actually, dude. Probably because I'm not the type of person. Man, I don't know. Because to be honest, okay, it really depends on the person. Because some people can be really like some guys are just really sweet, you know, adorable, like puppy type boyfriends, and they just say I love you on the first day, and it you know, it just works out. Sometimes it just works out. Sometimes it just works out, right? And they're just full of love, and they're always full of love, like the golden retriever type. Those people exist. I could say they exist, but it is so rare, in my opinion. And if he didn't shit talk, then I would have been more inclined to believe maybe he is sort of like those, you know, puppy type boyfriends. But he shat talked, so that instantly like, you know, went down and made me believe like he kind of just said that just for the sake of saying it to like have a relationship. But like they're not dating you for you, they're dating you for the relationship. And you know what I mean? So that's why like that guy, to me, like the guy is a little bit of a red flag too. Like you don't need to do shit talk, you know. So TLDR, guy is kind of wacko. Okay, now let's look at Anon here. Also, I will say I don't think the text is forceful. It might be a hot take, but I really don't think that is like I'm forcing you because you could just say no, but you weren't gonna lie. He was. That's just kind of like a curiosity thing. Like I could totally see it be like, if the mood is right, it could be like a cute thing. Like, I don't know, let's say you're like at a park, right? And you're like just sitting next to each other, and it's kind of that like that moment where like you kind of both know that you like each other, but you don't really, nobody's said anything. And it's kind of like a little awkward, a little embarrassing, right? A little shy. And then you muster up the courage to be like, you know, say like kind of a random question, but do you happen to like me or something? And it's just kind of like that, and you're like, tee hee hee, I do like you. That's cute. I'm sorry. To me, I think that's cute. Over text is like fine. You could honestly just lie if you wanted to, right? But I also understand you don't want to lie, and you do like him, so of course you would say yes. But I would not frame it as a forceful thing. It makes it kind of seem in a bad light, which I don't think it is, in my opinion. But he is kind of icky because of the shitting on you thing. So, anyways. Okay, Anon. We gotta talk about this. You let him on for a month and then told him you're a bad person. Anon, you are the asshole in this one. I'm sorry. Just end it. Just end it, man. Gal, them, pal. Just end it. That's all I gotta say. Don't lead people on. That's not a good thing. I don't know. To be honest, personally, if I were in your shoes, I would not even have the mental capacity to lead someone on if I already am like, this guy sucks. I just wanna be done and over with. You know? Yeah. Nothing much to say. I'm very sorry. Don't lead people on. Not really good. You're valid in thinking that you wanted to split up, though. Yes. I don't know. Maybe if you were like, oh, that was kind of weird to say I love you on the first day, but you know, I like him, so I will try to continue it out for a bit. And then like after a month, you were like, oh, you know what? I don't like it. That I could see, that I could think is a different thing, right? But if you were like are purposefully knowing for sure you are not going to continue the relationship, and you already know like you don't like this guy, but you still go on with him, that's not okay. If you were in the relationship because you're like, I like him, so I kind of just want to try, you know, that's the point of dating, right? To learn each other, right? Learn more about each other. And then after a month, you then decided like, oh, maybe it won't work out, and I don't really think it will. I don't want to continue this. That's like a different thing, right? But because of the way you said that you let him on, it makes me think it is not that case. So don't do that. If I can be in a life advisor right now, don't do that. But you know what? I'm a VTuber. What am I supposed to say? Man. All right, but nonetheless, thank you so much for the submission, and I hope you take those words to heart. All right, let's go next one. Okay, Doom, here we go. Let's see, here we go. These are so good. Am I the asshole for ghosting my friend after high school? Go. Context, I'm F. I'm assuming that's for female, and we'll call the friend, or just maybe it's just F as a pseudo, like a name. And we'll call the friend Steve. Okay. So this friend I knew for years, and Steve was always nice, and we had most of our classes together. So we spent a lot of time together. He also helped me through a loss of a friend, so another reason why I'm still having mixed emotions about this, even years later. I really appreciate him as a friend, but towards the end of the year, Steve kind of changed. Oh no, Steve! During the year, he asked me out, and I don't seem like that, and last I knew, they had a partner. They had a partner when they asked you out? I told him I only see him as a friend. He said okay and dropped it. He kept making more and more off comments about wanting to date me as the school year went on. I was getting uncomfortable because I'm now having to keep telling them I'm not interested a lot. Also, I believe they were still with their okay, so they were okay, alright. So this is just next to mine. I saw him FaceTime them. Okay. So after high school, I never contacted him. He tried going through a friend to get a hold of me, but nothing. Oh, good job. Good job. You're not the asshole. Good job. You did it. This is the solution. See, this ghosting, I'm okay with. Why? Because they already said, I don't like you in that way. And they are still persistent even after you said that. And therefore, if they don't listen, then you can ghost his ass and block him. There we go. And let's not mention the fact that bro had a partner. And you didn't even know for sure. You just saw FaceTime. He never told you, like, straight up. Like, oh, by the way, I want to cheat on my partner for you. Like, he never said that. You don't even know. That's kind of crazy. I mean, again, maybe he did not have a partner. Maybe that was like some, I don't know, other person that he was just FaceTiming. Regardless if he had a partner or not, he still didn't respect you when you rejected him, and he still tried to like be weird throughout the year and try to get with you. So good job, Anon. You did the right move. Steve cheating on Alex. Oh my fucking god. Bro, Steve cheating on Alex for Hero Brian, man. Anyways, sorry, you're not Hero Brian. You're F. But yes, you are not the asshole. Easy, not the asshole answer. Thank you so much for your submissions. Don't worry about it. If that guy comes around, tell him Malim Cendari said fuck you. Or fuck off, actually, fuck off. Okay, next one. Oh gosh. Okay. Hi, Malim. Hello. Wait, is this... Okay, it fits. I still feel bad about the story that happened a few years back. So I want to know if I was the asshole. Alright, let's see. One day at my new school, a girl sat next to me and asked me if we could be friends. I said yes, and we spent most of our days together. But her behavior felt pretty weird to me. When I was talking about myself, she would just look at her phone or turn the conversation about herself. She would always copy my homework or my answers on... Damn, okay. One day, I wore a bracelet with the lesbian flag on it. And for group work, I went to her, but she wouldn't be in the same group as me because I don't want people to think I'm like that her own... Oh! Same in PE class. When she found out the sport we were going to do was a sport we both practiced, she left me alone to go to another group. I felt like I was just a tool to her. You were. So I confronted her about it, but I wasn't even done talking. She said, then let's just not be friends. Oh, fuck. Yeah, no, holy shit. But now she's often alone, so I feel kind of bad. No. Listen to me. This is what you would call a phenomenal dodge of a bullet. Bro. Okay, maybe you don't want to think about it because it's your friend, but I'm gonna just tell you right now, okay? I'm gonna tell you right now, your friend is homophobic, bro. Oh my god, you did a phenomenal dodge. Okay, don't think about them anymore. Don't think about them anymore. Leave, run away as fast as you can. Oh, you already said what you felt. Perfect. You've done your good job as the bigger person. Okay. You done your job as the bigger person. You explained to her like what's going on, like why are you like this, you know, you're treating me like a tool, I don't feel like a friend to you, and she just like, let's just not be friends. Who cares, bro? She's homophobic, leave her alone. Don't feel bad, please. Don't feel bad, okay? You're okay. There's plenty of more beautiful people out there that will treat you not like a tool, because even if she wasn't homophobic, she was treating you like a tool. Copying your homework, copying your tests, not caring about like when you guys are talking, like always on her phone. Removing that aside, she's just not a good friend in general anyways. And then you had to add that, and then she's also like homophobic, so that's just like another, like, wow, another thing you gotta like fuck it up for yourself, you know? You're so up. You upgraded. Okay, you're on the next stage of your life. Don't look back. Move on. You are not the asshole. Don't feel bad about this story, okay? Don't feel bad. You did, like, honestly, I have nothing to say. You did everything perfectly, because you, like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, low-key, if I were you, and I heard like those things, immediately would be dropped. Like, I wouldn't even have a conversation. But you were the bigger person here, and you did a fantastic job of actually trying to go talk to this person in the first place, right? Despite like what they told you, right? And even then, like, that is already like what a fantastic, great job you did there. So you did everything you could. I'm gonna be honest, like even more so. Stronger than me. I don't think I probably would not even like have that conversation in the first place. I would just be like, yeah, I'm good, bye, you know? So don't feel bad. You did it like everything honestly perfect. Don't feel bad. You are not the asshole. You honestly dodged a very, very big bullet in your life. That would have probably drained you. I'm not gonna lie. I have 20/20 vision right now into the future of another AU. You would have been miserable, for real. But now I'm hoping now you can move on to happier and better people in your life. So yeah, there you go. Holy shit. That is crazy. Don't feel bad for this, please. I hope you don't like anguish over this. I'm telling you, don't. Forget about that person. Move on. They do not deserve another freaking ion of your mental capacity. Okay, don't worry about it. Yeah. All right. I think we're all in unanimous decision for that. Let's move on to the next Juan. Thank you so much for the submission and sharing. Ooh, okay. Can we fit this? Okay, actually, it's kind of hard for me to read. This one is quite the reader. So, I mean, I'll just move it up like this. Am I the asshole for being the reason why my friend failed her finals? A bit of context. A few days before finals, and a friend of mine, let's call her C, wanted to finish a project of hers in a library and invited me, which I agreed since I was studying for my finals. Okay. It was the morning of her finals, and normally me and C meet up at a certain place. When I saw her, she was really panicked and told me that she had lost her paper that was part of the project. I had helped her retrace our steps in the library, but had no luck in finding it. So a few days passed, and one random day, I checked a folder of mine, and I had found a paper. It was the paper that she was looking for. I felt so guilty after that and hadn't brought it up since. Part of me was so ashamed that it was my fault that C would somewhat fail her finals, especially when it was preventable. We're still friends, but I never owned up about it. She never talked about it nor knew it was me that had the paper. I will say you are not the asshole. These things just happen. How did Anon get the pit? That's true. How? Maybe it got mixed up. We don't know. Oh, I don't know. Wait, like how long ago was this? Did they say how? Was this like? We don't know. Like, what if this was like like they're already graduated and you know? Oh, I don't know. Was this like recent? Oh. Oh man. Okay. I'm gonna assume this was recent. To make it easier for me. Let's say you just had your finals like very recently, right? You should tell them. You should tell them, dude. You should tell them, if not for the sake of your friend, for the sake of your mental, because I feel like this is something you're gonna like eat yourself up. I will say, oh my gosh, this is hard. If they're like a really good friend, it will pass. This will pass. And you should definitely try to help them like in whatever in the future, you know what I mean? Oh man, how do I say? Like, this is just really like, I think someone mentioned in chat, this is really like unfortunate events. This is so unfortunate. It is such just bad like luck, I guess you could say. Bad, you know, wrong place, wrong time, wrong everything. It's just very, you know. If Aina and a friend are close, they wouldn't hold a grudge. Yeah, I believe that. If your relationship with one another is really good, then there's a chance you'll laugh about it. That's what I was thinking. I don't. It's kind of hard to say because I understand you student buns out there. When you're a student, that's your whole life. I understand, okay? It's your whole life, and everything is revolving around that school life. Your finals are very important. Your homework, very important. Grades, very important, right? A lot of it is writing on those things. But truthfully, once you pass that, you realize how much of it was a small fraction of your life. And it's really hard to like say that, because I understand you're in that moment and it's like, well, it's easy for you to say once you're done, which it is, but you eventually get to that point too, and you will realize like all those things, like those days you stressed over completing the final or studying or whatever, are really such a small, minute fraction of your life, you know? It's just in that moment, it sucks a lot, a whole bunch. And I definitely understand. But on the bright side, right? Those rough times will pass and it will be in the past, and you can move on to other things after graduating school. That's another thing. And you're gonna look back and be like, wow, we were so young back then. It's like, you know, all this stuff we did, blah, blah, blah. Like those things, like, wow, I studied 10 hours for, I don't know, chemistry. And like, now I don't remember a thing, right? It's very easy to like, just forget about all those things. So that's like another thing. If they're a really good friend, right? I hope like in the future, you guys will just look back on it and be like, yeah, whatever. Probably even forget about it, to be honest. Maybe. But I just understand. I'm empathetic to all the student buns, because like in the moment it's like, you know, you're really grinding your stone. That's like your whole thing. Like someone comes along and just be like, you know, don't worry about it too much. It kind of feels like you're offending them, right? Like you're being offended, like they don't understand you. But you know, it's kind of funny. I feel like a lot of the things where, you know how like your parents will tell you something and, you know, you're like a teen and you just tell them, you don't understand, you wouldn't understand me, right? It's ironic because after you become an adult for a bit, right, you really understand, like they did understand you. Those things kind of do pass by. A lot of those things. Not everything, of course. But a lot of the more, I would say, childish things. Yeah. Yeah, I second that. Yeah. That's one thing you will learn. Student buns out there. So, yeah. Final verdict, do tell your friend as soon as possible if this was like a recent thing, for sure. Just explain how, you know, I feel like you're not a bad person because you feel guilty and you feel like shamed. You use all these adjectives to like feel bad about, you know, this whole situation. And I feel like if your friend is maybe they'll be a little bit emotional in the beginning, but after a while, if you guys are really good friends, I believe you guys can pull through. And it'll just be another memory to talk back upon in the future. So yeah, it'll be a little bit rough probably, but I hope it will all turn out in the end well. Thank you. I think I need to hear that. # student bun. Oh my gosh, you got it, Ski. Just keep on trucking along, you know. I could really relate to like feeling like if you get a bad grade, like feeling everything is the end of the world. But once you are past that, it's really funny to look back and be like, wow, I was stressed over kind of nothing. But I will say, you know, it's not a bad thing to stress over things like that. A little bit of stress is always good. It keeps you kind of locked in and like not so static, if that makes sense. And I think it shows like a good, how do I say it? It's a good show of like a character, your character, what kind of person you are, you know? One that can work hard, one that can be diligent, you know, have discipline. Those things, you need those things to study well, to pass things, right? Those are the things I think you learn, really. Not the actual content most of the time. Once you get a bad grade, then you just get over it, I feel. Yeah, you'll get over it. And, you know, it's definitely not the end of the world. So I hope you guys push yourselves, but don't push too hard. Okay. But that's it for this submission. Thank you so much. Let's go on to our 10th one. Woo! Oh, here we go. Okay. Another 中文 one. This one is, let's see if I can read this. Am I the asshole? My cat communicate with humans using pet talk buttons. At first, the buttons only had simple words like food, treats, play, and pets. Recently, I taught it an anger button with Malim's voice line. Okay, all I know is, what is this? 什么什么个人喜欢吃, I think this is 大便. Okay, it works like a charm. My grumpy cat presses that every single day until one day a Chinese friend came over and asked who the voice was from. I happily told him it's by Oshi Malim and played them Malim's voice line. 我的 I don't know. 好什么? Wait, okay. Let me see if I can find this one. I found it, okay. Oh my gosh. Wait, what is this one again? 我的屁股好痛. Alright. I'm gonna answer this very quickly. Okay. Number 1. You are the asshole if you didn't advertise me. But I see you told him that your Oshi is Malim. So, you are not the asshole. I'll let this slide. Thank you so much. I hope your friend watches me too. Thank you for the submission. 谢谢你了，下一个. Alright, easy peasy. Let's go to the next one. Woo! Hey guys, I'll do anything, alright? I'll do anything to get by, bro. It's a tough world out here, okay? Streets are tough out here. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for the submission. I hope your friend I hope your friend is friendly. Don't know. I don't know what else to say. Oh gosh. Alright, next one. Am I the asshole for blocking my friend because she didn't invite me to a fan gathering? Alright, context. I'm new to a particular fandom, which that friend introduced me to, and I mentioned that I would like to meet more fans of that fandom, but a few days ago, I saw her post on her Instagram story that she went to a fan gathering and didn't tell me about it. I was so pissed that I blocked her because I would hang out with her quite a lot and also invite her to go to official events with me. Feeling left out sucks. But was there a reason why? There could have been a reason why. We don't know. That reason could have been shit. But me personally, I would have liked to know why in the first place. And then I can make my judgment based off of that. You know? Ugh. Did communication happen? I don't think so. Because they got pissed and blocked her. I mean, though, Hmm. I think feelings are valid, but conflict is definitely needed. Yeah. Feelings are definitely valid, but maybe they bought the fan gathering tickets a long while ago. Yeah, there could be a reason. Maybe like it was full. I don't know how these things work, so apologies for my ignorance, but yeah. Capacity might be full, might have been like a planned thing a while ago. You never really know. It might not be out of maliciousness. It could, you know, again, it might have been, but at least at the end of the day, you would know. But in this way, you don't really know, right? And it's kind of hard to deduce anything. Oh, sorry, I hit the mic so hard. I don't know. I mean, is this an official fan meetup? Maybe it could have been seen online. Yeah, I don't know. Hard to decide since there's so many elements and stuff that could have affected the situation. I don't feel like, yeah, I don't feel like they. What you're feeling is definitely valid. Like, it sucks to be left out, but you don't know why, right? And they might have had a good reason. They might have had a shit reason, but we will never know. I don't want to say that you're an asshole. I don't know if they know each other. Do they like see each other in person? I don't know. If this is like someone online, to be honest, I don't know, man. This is rough. I don't know how you guys see blocking, but for me, oh man, for me, blocking is like kind of like okay, let's say this is how I see blocking. If I got blocked randomly from a person that I knew for a couple of months, let's say, and all of a sudden, like, no contact, nothing, I'll just be like, oh, well, that sucks. I wonder why they did that. And I'll just move on. To personally. Maybe if, like, we known each other for years and they did that, I'll probably, like, think about it longer. But at the end of the day, I feel like you will just move on. That's how I see blocking. Like, I don't think I see it as much, like, it doesn't feel like so much like an attack, because I can always think to myself, like, maybe they just had a reason to do so, whatever it is. So that's why I don't feel like it's too much of an asshole thing to me, because it's just kind of like, you never know the reason if someone blocks you, right? And sometimes they just want to do it to protect your peace, or, you know, something like that. But I will, so I think I would just say, like, just talk to them. If you don't want to talk to them, then I guess you don't. There has to be something more for them to go straight to blocking. I mean, it sounds like to me they were just really pissed. I think that was the reason for themselves. Yeah, in this context, I don't know if blocking was the right way. I'll just say, from now on, it's kind of like up to you. Do you want to, like, figure out why they did that? Or if not, and you just want to move on, then, you know, you can totally do that too. It's like, to me, it's like, you know, if you know them in person, I feel like that's a little bit different. But if it's like someone you just became friends with, like, online, I don't know, kind of just like, well, maybe just go separate ways. Yeah, it sounds like to me they maybe have they hang out or something? Hang out with her quite a lot. Also invited her to go to official events. Okay, so you knew each other in person. Then I would say definitely talk to them. Okay, thank you so much for the submission. Next. All right. A while ago, my friend has been dating her now ex-girlfriend for 3 years. Spicy. Guys, can you like figure out what gossip I love to hear the most? I have a problem, bro. I have a problem. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I'll just read. I found out that my friend was cheating on her ex. So I told her about it because I felt like I had to tell her. They broke up and now my friend is kind of a mess. We had a big fight and she told me that I shouldn't have butted into the relationship and that as a friend, I should have had their back. I personally didn't think I was in the wrong, but a lot of my friends are telling me that I am. I get that maybe it was a bit of a nosy me and stuff, but I think I made the right decision. Am I the asshole? Oh, wait, hold on. My friend had been dating her now ex-girlfriend, and I found out that my friend, your friend, has been cheating on her ex, 3 years ex, about it. I told her about it because I felt like I had to tell her. Okay, I got the picture. Nah, you did the right thing. All your friends kind of suck. I'm sorry. Find new friends, maybe. Lol. Haha, you did the right thing. Chivalry is not dead. That person that you told that they were cheating on, you saved them. I'm letting you know. Because that relationship, you never know. It could have went on for another year. It could have went on for 5 years. It could have went on till they married. And that your friend could still be cheating. And you're just gonna have to live with that information the rest of your life. Like your friends, their other friends that sounds like they know, maybe, I don't know. That just didn't say anything, but you did the right thing. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. You're too nosy, you should have shut the fuck up. Let's see when they get into a relationship and they get cheated on and no one tells them. Let's see how they think then. Okay, I'm just saying, bro. Okay. Not wishing them anything, but I'm just saying, like, if that were to happen, I don't know if they would be whistling the same tune, one might say, right? I'm sure the ex appreciate that. I am 100% sure, yes. I feel like Anon's friends needs more brain cell help, like why cheat, lol. There's a lot of things, there's a lot of people in this world, going by that logic, that needs more brain cells. So many people. The ex will have a chance to find someone better. Yeah, you save them, like, literally time. You save them time, which is probably the most precious currency. But good on you. I will always stand by. You should tell, like, if you know the other person and, like, if you know both of them, right? And one of them is cheating on the other person, you should definitely tell the other person. Like, I always stand by that. Like, what do you mean? Like, oh, you should just stick to your own lane and not be like, what the fuck do you mean? Shut up. Shut up. They're just trying to guilt trip you. That's what they're doing. They're trying to guilt trip you because you, like, made their life worse. They made their lives worse on their own, okay? And you just kind of, you were just there to deal the judgment's blow. You were the karmic messenger, okay? You were ordained, all right, by Buddha himself. Okay. I don't know where I'm going with this. It kind of feels, okay, this is a really terrible analogy, but it's like, you see someone being robbed. What are you gonna do? Stand there? No, you would call the cops, or you would, like, do something at the very least, right? You're just not gonna stand there. That's what I felt like. I feel like this is. It's kind of a bad analogy, I know, but like you could kind of see the comparison I'm trying to make, right? Someone is obviously needing help, and you're just gonna be a bystander? Like, okay. Like, okay, maybe a better one is like you see someone getting bullied, like at the playground or something, and you're like, okay, what am I gonna do? Let them get bullied? Let them get beat up? Like, you know? Another friend doesn't have to hide who they want to date. They should be grateful too. Oh my god, you should tell their friend. Or yeah, you should tell the person that they're cheating, or maybe they already know actually, if they're like the one that's doing the cheating with them. If that makes sense, they probably already know. Later on, they blame you because you didn't tell them. Dude, I could see that. So true, actually. So true. I could totally see that happening. They'll blame you. You basically lose-lose, right? You're always gonna lose-lose. Anyways, love you, King. Stay tough. Love you too. Stay tough as well. You got it, all right? Don't let any of these people tell you otherwise. Thank you so much for the submission. All right. Thank you. Next up. All right. Oh, another rejection. Oh my gosh. Am I the hassle for rejecting a guy that I knew liked and have my friends turn him down for me? And then kissing the guy's best friend who I liked for a long time right in front of him. For context, he was really weird and wouldn't respect my personal... Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, well, he was really weird. Oh, okay. Did your crush reciprocate? This is spicy as fuck, bro. Holy shit. Did you reject him too? Like yourself? But he was really weird and wouldn't respect your personal space. So I'm assuming that probably means he's like all up in your business. So kind of fucking weird, but you also kind of went on all his on all the your crush's business too. That's what I'm kind of worried about. Dude, this sounds like a freak. I'm not gonna lie. This sounds like something that would happen at like a frat party or something. This is like someone took this from a script of like a high school or like frat party college movie. I hope you didn't just kiss your crush to get rid of that guy. Yeah, it does seem... I don't know. I'm trying to reread it again. Like I'm trying to I'm trying to think about this. Look, okay. I think for not the asshole because he was being weird, but I'm a little bit worried about that other guy, that the guy that you kissed, because in my mind I'm imagining this frat party, right? The guy is like, hey, what's up? Hey, how about you and me? Whatever. And you're like, ew, no. And then you just turn around and you just grab his best friend by the collar and kiss him. That's how I imagine it. And right, because of that way I imagine it, it seems really forceful. It sounds bad to say, but it might be a little bit hypocritical. Because you just went up into somebody else's personal space. I don't have the context for that though. Maybe you just said, hey, can I kiss you? Like straight, like maybe that then, and they're like, okay, sure, maybe that's fine. But because of the way I'm imagining it right now, it's a little bit leaning towards like you kind of just like went up to the dude and he was like not ready or prepared or like have no way of knowing and just straight up kissed him. We don't have context, so we can't say for sure. So you know what? I don't think I'm gonna talk about that. Because I don't know anything. They could have just straight up be like, can I kiss you? And then the other person was like, sure. And then, double middle finger to the weird guy. Or it could have been like, you just pulled him in without asking. that's I don't know if that's the play, but you know, since we don't know, I don't think we should talk about it. But overall, just to get away from that guy, no, get away from him. He's weird. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know about the other stuff. That's kind of like on the table. But anyways, we also don't know where this is, like what setting this is. So yeah. Anyways, thank you for your submission. Let's go to the next one. All right. Oh my gosh, guys, I see wedding. I see wedding. Okay. I see wedding here. Am I the asshole? About a week before my wedding, my husband's childhood best friend confessed he always had feelings for him. Wow. Holy shit. He said he didn't tell my husband to avoid ruining their friendship, but then kept pressuring me with comments like, you ruined my... How does it feel to be living my dream? Leading up to the wedding, and even months later, he's still making these guilt-tripping, passive-aggressive remarks. I never told my husband because the friend insisted I keep it a secret. But now I'm uncomfortable and annoyed. I want to tell my husband, but at the same time, don't want to ruin his image of his oldest and closest friend. Fuck him! Fuck that guy! Look, Anon, look at your hand. Look at your hand. Look at your ring finger. Look at your husband's hand. Look at your husband's ring finger. Who the fuck does that man belong to? He's your man! Who the fuck does this guy think he is? You ruined my chance. How does it feel to be living by... Shut the fuck up, bro! He does not think of you that way. He thinks of Anon that way, okay? So this guy, all right, needs to take his little tail, put it between his, you know, wrap it around like he's Mewtwo and put it up his ass and get the fuck away. Hello? Bro, you should straight up tell him, like, look, dude, if he really wanted you, he would be the one to marry you, not me. Not get the fuck away, because he married me. He chose me. And then middle finger right in his face. Sorry, I'm so, I'm so mean. If they really been friends for years, why didn't he confess first? Yeah. Bro, you did not ruin his chance. He just never fucking used it. They're childhood best friends. Oh my god. They're childhood best friends and he always had feelings and he never fucking said shit? Or I'm assuming he never said shit. If he did say shit, obviously he got rejected. Because they're not together. Because if he didn't reject him, they would be the ones marrying and not you. But guess what? You are his wife. Not him. Okay? So this is such like manipulation shit right here. You ruined my chance. How does it feel to be like, shut up? Tell your husband. Straight up, tell your husband, I don't care. Ruin their friendship. I don't care anymore. Shut the fuck up. Stop being a homewrecker. Shut up. Shut up. Tell your husband, I don't care if they have a freaking like whatever years of friendship. He's your man. I don't what? No. Even if they're like long brothers or whatever the frick. No. This crosses so many boundaries, yo. This crosses so many boundaries, okay? If the if the husband liked him, he could have confessed too, but he didn't. Yeah, see? Yeah. Exactly. Don't let the guilt trip you, okay? Don't let the passive aggressive remarks get to you. This guy is just sad, lonely, and I don't know, bro needs to move on, okay? So honestly, don't keep it a secret. You are now married, all right? You have like you don't need to keep secrets anymore, right? Like, at least that's what I feel, right? Like, marriage is I don't know, like, it's a special bond, right? That only you two have. So if something like gets in the way of that, you should tell your husband. Yeah. I got very heated. I'm sorry, but I hate home records. Oh my gosh. But let me quickly say before I forget about it and miss it. Kayla, welcome back into the bonfire. Thank you so much. Appreciate ya. And Kay, welcome back for 4 months. I forgot I had this, but yeah, girl, tell your man, don't keep quiet. The fuck, yeah, tell your man for sure. And I better record what the homewrecker be saying to show proof to the husband. That's a pretty good way to go. Honestly, I bring up not anger, but to express discomfort that you feel at first, then anger. Wow, that's so. You guys are so level-headed. I'm so proud of you guys. Because if I was Anon, I would be fucking flying my shit all over the room. Sorry. Sometimes my immaturity kind of slips out a little bit. But man, this grinds my gears. This type of shit really does. So I would not be able to hold myself back. But don't listen to me. Listen to the mature buns here. You should definitely bring it up as a conversation. And don't throw your shit all over them. Okay. Yes. All right. TLDR, you are not the asshole. Definitely tell your husband. I don't care about the relationship anymore. Not the only one, but the relationship you should care the most about is your own marriage. And if something's gonna get in the way of that, someone's gotta go. You know? But yeah, thank you so much for the submission. Oh my gosh. Spicy. Next one. These are so fun. Man, I should do more marshmallow like related streams in the future. Okay, this one's actually hard for me to read. I'll do it like this. Okay, here we go. This happened when I was in my second year working at a Japanese company. I'm one of the youngest people on my team, Kohai da. I was assigned to supervise a new hire. She's 4 years older than me and has more experience being an adult with an adult job, so I focused on teaching her the actual work. Her job performance was fine. During a weekly meeting, my higher-ups told me she doesn't greet the executive when she leaves. Okay. She walks past her desk and just leaves. No, otsukaresama desu. No nod, just poof, gone. They then asked me to teach her about this. That's where I had questions. This isn't a special company rule, it's just basic manners. She's older and on paper, more experienced, so I didn't feel like it was my job to teach her something she should already know. Honestly, don't know what happened after that. It just kind of got handled, I think. But am I the asshole for thinking this is basic manners? You should have known this already. It's not really my job to teach it. Yes. Wait, no. You are not the asshole, sorry. Why did I say yes? I said yes to it's not your job to teach it. Sorry, that's what I was saying yes to. It's not your job to teach it. This is a cultural difference. I'm assuming the work experience is that she also worked at previous Japanese companies before. She totally should have known after 4 years. Wait, right? 4 years? Or, okay, she's 4 years older, but just has more experience. Okay. I don't know how much experience she's learned. This is definitely a cultural difference though. So I could understand like her not doing it. But I could also understand why you wouldn't think to teach her it, right? It's completely valid. And if it got handled, then it got handled. I don't think you have to worry about it anymore. Yeah. I don't think there were any bad apples here. There's no bad actors. I think she probably just... I'm assuming it's a cultural difference and she just doesn't know how it works in a Japanese company. Unless she did and she's deliberately making it like that, then that's like her own problem. But I'm just gonna give her the benefit of the doubt that she just simply doesn't know that it's like you're supposed to do this, right? But I definitely don't think it is your responsibility. I don't know. I think though, if she doesn't know and the company's just like, oh, could you maybe like just tell her like these are kind of how it works here, I think it's fine. I think it's valid to just do it, because like maybe, you know, she just doesn't know. So if you just tell her, then she'll learn, and then she'll just do it, and everything will be fine, and it'll be okay. But like the initial, how do I say, the initial assumption that she should already know this, I think is completely valid. It is completely valid. If she has more work experience and she's older than you, I'm gonna just like assuming that she's worked in a Japanese company before this one, then, you know, completely valid. Completely valid. Where's HR? They're the ones who should be doing that. Is there typically HR in Japanese companies? Is that like even is that a department? I actually don't know. I would not be surprised if the concept of an HR department does not exist in Japanese companies. To be honest. But yeah. So overall, TLDR, you're not the asshole. So don't worry for thinking that. Don't worry for thinking that. But, you know, if it, you know, if they just simply did not know and, you know, they require you to like teach her some stuff, I think it's fine. If she just, you know, never known. But yeah. Anyways. Okay. Next one. Jajan. Thanks so much for the submission. Here we go. Ooh, okay, this one's a long one too. So I'll scroll. Hello, Malim. Hi. I didn't think much of it at first. I often bought merch with a friend because shipping was cheaper that way. Felt normal, practical, even considerate. When the package arrived, I handed in the merch while we were hanging out with other friends. No mention of money. I assumed they'd bring it up later. Maybe at the end of the day, they didn't, and I forgot to. Days turned into weeks. Weeks into months. Every time I asked, okay, so you did ask eventually. They said they'd pay me back, just not yet, because finances were tight. Tried to be understanding, everyone struggles sometimes, but over the next 3 years, I watched her continue buying new merch open casually without hesitation. Not once did she suggest paying in installments. I feel like an asshole begging back my money on a person who deemed themselves as struggling financially. Okay, well, if they're buying merch, I don't think they are, you know, struggling financially, to be honest with you. I'm stuck between wanting to cut her off and wanting my money back. Not a small amount, it's close to 7. Oh my. $700 over the course of 3 years, which is 36 months. So each month, spent like $20 for this person. $700, no small amount, bro. Get your money back. Okay, here's the problem though. How would you go about doing that? Hi, give me back $700, please. Okay, I will do it to you later. They could just keep saying that. Honestly, okay, this is gonna be a tough pill to swallow, but if I were you, I would just cut it off. I would not even think about the money, because I don't see a way to get the money back. Even if, like, how would you even get the money back? Right? Yes, I want the money back, but how do you actually get that from someone who won't pay you back? Does she have documentation? How much do you want to spend your time to do that? That's another thing. You want to take it legally? How much do you want to spend on that? How much more money are you gonna want to spend just to get $700 back, right? If you're gonna like go really into the thing. Show receipts. How much time do you want to spend on that to get $700 back? It's been 3 years, too. Why not just hold on to the merch if you're spending on her for merch? It's because they feel like the asshole, because they said they are financially struggling, which by the way, I think they're manipulating you. I'm sorry. I think they're lying because they're obviously buying merch on their own. If you were really struggling, I don't think you would be buying merch on your own, right? I think you would be saving as much money as you can. But they're not doing that. So I really think they're lying. It's hard to believe them, right? I would say if you know a way to get your money back, like for sure, and not just by asking, because they could just keep saying, yeah, I'll do it later, I'll do it later, I'll do it later. Like, even if you say like, look, if you don't give me back my money, I'm not gonna buy merch for you anymore, and I'm not gonna be your friend anymore, and you just cut her off. Even then, they probably would be like, okay, and you would just not get your money back at the same time. So maybe do say that. Maybe be like, look, it doesn't hurt to say that. I think give them an ultimatum, like straight up, like, if you don't give me back my money, I'm not gonna buy merch for you anymore, and I'm not gonna be like your friend anymore or whatever. Just say that, see how it goes, because honestly, I feel like a good chunk of the percentage, they're gonna say okay and just won't give you the money, and then you're gonna cut them off anyways. So it doesn't hurt to ask at least, but I really doubt that they're gonna give you the money now when they haven't given it before. You know, as someone who has lent someone 1K plus, oh fuck. Be careful with your money, guys. I had a similar issue with someone who kept buying Pop Marts even though they owe some people money. So yeah, no, they do have the means to pay you back. Yeah. It's been going for 3 years. Just cut it at its. Just don't do it anymore, please. I find it really hard to believe that they are financially struggling based on they just are able to open up merch. So yeah. Okay. Also, I'm gonna be honest, if they are financially struggling, why are you buying them merch? Actually, that's another thing. I feel like you should buy them food. Or, I don't know, pay for rent or something. I feel like that would go a lot much better, right? They don't need merch. I don't know. Is this like my bad mindset? Like, I feel like someone who's financially struggling, asking for money, would not be asking for you to buy merch for them. I feel like they would ask you to buy food or something, or water, or like groceries, right? Those things, I feel like, will be more believable to be like, okay, you're struggling, I see that, I'll help you out, right? But if they're like, buy me merch, they don't need that. Like, truth be told, they don't need that. So all these things add together. I don't know this person, but like, from the evidence you're giving me, it's very hard to believe that they are actually struggling. Please do not go over 1K in spending merch. Cut it off here. I don't think you'll see the money back, sadly. But at least you can stop from giving them more. It's better late than never, right? So fans think they need merch because of FOMO, probably. Alright, this is gonna be controversial because, well, I am part of a company that sells merch, so guys, don't be so stuck in fandom mentality, please. Very honestly, your life does not need to revolve around one thing. I'm gonna be very honest, okay? Even Mana-sans, don't listen. They're gonna be like, what does this guy say? What does this guy say? You need to promote merch, not demote it. Buy merch because you, one, want to support us, right? Two, not in any order. One, you want to support us. Two, you want to get like a nice memento. Three, maybe it's just cute. You just like it. You just want to get it because you like it. But it should not be your life. It should not be your personality. And I'm not just talking about like FSP, like any fandom out there, right? Literally any fandom out there, you can name it. I don't think you should make it your whole personality and your whole life. Because it can get very dangerous, you know? You're still a fan regardless. Regardless, you can or not afford merch, by the way. Yeah. Exactly. You're a fan if you just like it. Boom. You just like the content. You're a fan. That is that simple. Congratulations, guys. Are you watching my stream? Do you like me? Wow. You are now a fan. Congratulations. Is that simple? It's that simple. It's so easy. Please, please, please do not sacrifice yourself for like your life to a whole, just like one thing, and you make it all about you, you know? Please don't do that. Yeah, you're right, I'm a bun. Dead ass. Yeah, you know? Of course, if you want, you know, of course, like, we always appreciate any support, any financial support. Not to say, like, you know, those things are, like, useless or whatever. They're not. They're really not, because they feed me. I get to eat food too, because you guys, you know, buying the merch, right? Supports and funds our projects. You guys donating feeds my belly, pays my rent. I'm not gonna lie about that. I would probably be freaking, I don't know, struggling really badly with like 2 freaking part-time jobs and like a retail job and a fast food job and then like, you know, whatever, right? Probably be really struggling. So not to say it's like not important, but to only do it if you can afford to do it, right? I don't want to, how do I say it? Like, don't sacrifice yourself. Right? Hey, so does someone have $700 to borrow real quick? I got it. I heard FSB got some fire merch. Oh my gosh. If I buy this merch, am I gonna have space for it? That mindset helps sometimes. Yeah. That's fair. That's also true. I got you, oomph. You give it back though, right? We'll accept banger covers as a form of payment in the future. Having merch meant more stuff to clean. It's also fair. Yeah. But, you know, on the other side, if you want to, don't, like, how do I say, like, don't do it out of necessity. Do it because you genuinely want to do it. Like I'm not saying don't buy every merch. Like, don't do that. It's bad for you. I'm not saying that, right? If you want to and you can do it, definitely do it. If it makes you happy, definitely do it. If you can, you know, plan it out and get like a bunch of merch and you want to have like a whole shrine, you want to have a whole garage filled, do it. Go ahead. Totally do it. But like, don't lose yourself in the process of that, right? That's what I'm trying to say. If that makes sense. Do what makes you happy, not what makes you have like anxiety. Like, if you miss this thing, you're gonna, you know, crash out or something. Please don't have that kind of thing, right? That's what I'm trying to say. So, anyways, Anon, you're not the asshole, but cut it off right now. Cut it off right now. Yeah. Okay, thank you so much. Next submission. Here we go. Okay, I think we're like a little over halfway. I'm not sure if we'll get to everything because I have about 40 more minutes. I definitely wanted to be a little bit tight today, time-wise, because I have some things that I gotta wrap up off stream. So let's just see how fast we can do rest. Here we go. Hi Malim. So this has 2 parts. Oh, this is 2 parts? Oh, okay, the question. All right. Because it started a few years ago, but has kept affecting me even now. have a lot of health problems that limit my life in every way. We still don't know what the cause is, but when they first started, the doctors were so confused and concerned they quarantined me for a month. Even after being able to go out again, I've still been limited in what I can do and where I can go. Let me quickly say thank you to Do for 13 months. Forgot I had this. Why are you bonking me for that? What the heck? I've been 13 months. I've been busy lately, but it's always nice to see you having fun doing it. Oh, no problem. I hope your busyness is a positive thing. Hope whatever you're doing is doing good. I'm bonking myself. Oh, okay. Oh, my bad. When I see that, I always assume it's me. Sorry. I should not assume. My bad. my bad. But yeah, I hope you're doing busy well, like good busy, positive busyness. It's going good for you. Thinks everything is about him. Yeah, I'm cocky like that. My bad. My gosh. I just love talking about myself all the time. Meow meow meow. Anyways, I hope you keep up the good work. I'm so glad for you to come back for 13 months as well. Thank you so much. All right. Where was I? Still been limited in what I can do and where I can go. During that time, in the months that allowed my friend group slowly started not talking to me anymore, inviting me to things they did. Finally, it got to be too much, and I completely cut them out of my life. Since then, when one of them has tried to reach out again, I don't answer because I don't want to feel alone and deserted like that again. So there's two parts. Question 1, am I the asshole for not answering this person? Am I the asshole for answering or for questioning other friendships now and doubting if they will stick around? Thank you for any advice you got. I overthink everything, so I feel like I can't see this. Okay. Really quickly, both not the asshole. I will say though, how do I say this? I feel like it depends on the person. So if you think you can handle it, I don't really need to worry. But I do worry that one day you might feel lonely, and that could suck a lot. It's always a risk to be friends with someone. It's always a risk. More so with a relationship. But just friendships too. It's always a risk. And because of that, there's a sort of trust that like you need to have with people. Sometimes, if you're questioning other friendships now, it could show, and people might see that, and it might lead to, worser things, right? But you're not the asshole for thinking that. Honestly, I felt the same way. It's hard though. It's hard because you have one bad experiences. It's very easy for that one bad experience to sour other experience, even though they might not be directly related, right? But it's very hard to have like, how do I say, to let down your guard a bit and to like just trust in other people that they will stick around. And it's very possible that they break that trust and you will get more hurt. But like the way I see it is I will always try, and no matter how many times I get hurt, in the end, it's better to have had a chance at something than to never take that chance and to always wonder what if that makes sense. I think you're not the asshole for not answering this person. It's totally valid. But I think if somebody reaches out to you again, maybe you should at least try to understand why, right? Like, ask them, you know, or tell them your feelings. Like, I've noticed that I don't really get invited to do things anymore. You guys don't really talk to me anymore because we live in the age of 2026. Maybe you don't have the ability to go out as much, but you could totally be online, right? You can make calls. You can figure out ways to do things together, but online, or just through phone call or something like that, right? If friends are willing, if they're a good friend, they will be willing to do that with you. But maybe sometimes it takes a little push from your side to get them to think about it. Right? I know some people say like people should just do things already if they are already feeling like that. Like in a relationship, for example, I know it's a little bit different, but some people are like, oh, you know, my partner should just know what I want, for example. But that is kind of, in my opinion, I think it's pretty immature to think that way. Like, the other person will never know what you're thinking of every single time. Sure, they might know some things eventually over time, but they're not gonna know everything, right? So that kind of mindset is like, even though they are doing something that hurts you, maybe they just didn't know that they're hurting you. I know this is kind of like giving the benefit of the doubt a lot, and it's hard to like think of it when you are hurt, especially. But I think if the next time there is a chance that someone goes out or the same person comes out to talk to you again, maybe you should try to reach out and just explain your side. And if you don't like the answer they give, then that's totally fine to just cut them off, because maybe they were not good friends to begin with, right? But yeah, overall, I just hope, like, you're not the asshole for sure, but I just hope that you don't cloud off your mind to people and stop trusting in people. It's very easy, so easy to turn cynical. I would know. It's very easy to turn cynical and hate everyone around you, and, you know, blah 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 BS bullshit. But life is beautiful, guys. Life is beautiful. Yeah. Positivity. I know it's kind of, I guess it's kind of corny to say, but you just need one really good person in your life, one good friend, one good experience to really see that it is worth it, you know? It goes both ways. One experience could really sour other experiences, but one really good one could really make everything worth it. Very, very much so. One good experience could make every pain, everything just super worth it. So thinking of that, I always will try to aim for that instead of just living in what ifs forever, you know? And being at like this low point, this constant low point. I'd rather have highs and downs than a constant low point. Yeah. So that is my advice. I'm really rooting for you. I hope things get better for you for sure. So thank you so much for the submission. I hope that helped a little bit. I know it might be a little bit tough to put into practice for sure, because it's like, I think, to be honest, guys, I think like all of us know sort of what the correct answer is. It's just hard to put into action, because a lot of times the right thing is often the hard thing, right? But I believe in you guys. And thank you so much. Welcome back for 13 months, the end. Am I the asshole if meow meow meow? I'll let it slide this time. Hope you're taking care while working hard. Thank you so much. Thank you. Definitely trying to manage myself for sure. I definitely think next week I'll have less streams because we have a lot of things going on, especially with Fancy Frontiers. So I think, yeah, I'm gonna try to pace myself. Well, thank you for looking out for me. But yeah, I'm still here. I'm still kicking. I think that accounts for something. Hee hee. All right, thank you so much for the submission once again. Let's go on to the next one. All right, here we go. Am I the asshole for selfishly wanting my ex to do more effort than they did when we were still together? Wait. Do more effort than they did when we were still together? Wait, are you guys like friends now? Okay, let's read it. Let's read it. We were a long distance couple. Oh gosh. Phew. Wow. That's already tough. I salute to you. We started off very great, and most of our circle of friends heavily supported us since we were known as a very loving couple, with the thought that since we were long distance, I tried my best to show effort that no matter what happens or no matter what obstacles we may face, we won't give up so easily. Yes, that's very nice. That meant writing letters on very special occasions, especially in but even then, it felt like he was getting far from my reach. He would take hours to it hurts. Okay. He would take hours to reply at some point, and he would just tell me that he was playing. He liked hanging out via video games and calls, so of course I didn't want to hold him back from something he liked to do, even though I felt neglected at one point and would cry every night from that feeling, and also my days were feeling heavy. Wait, you're like exes now, right? Oh. I want to give you a big hug because not only are you in a relationship, you're in a long distance relationship. That is a whole nother battle, okay? You people who've never experienced a long distance relationship, that is one of your blessings in life. I'm gonna be real honest. That is one of your blessings in life, okay? I want to give this person a super big hug. Brother, oh my god. Bro, just go in a Discord call with your partner and screen share your game. It is not that hard to spend time with your partner. Like, okay, if he was like, I don't know, a gym bro or something, he loves going on hikes, he loves being outside, maybe I would understand. This guy stays home and plays video games! Just go on the Discord, bro, and just screen share your game. If, I'm assuming, I don't know, maybe you're not a gamer, maybe you don't have like a PC for gaming, but let's say you did. Let's say you did, you had a PC for gaming, bro, just play games with each other, right? But I'm assuming maybe you don't have that, right? Maybe you don't have that. Just freaking it's not that hard. Letters, that is like perfectly fine, okay? Like, maybe, I don't know if you're expecting him to write like a whole like 2-page poem, but like just so, like if I were you, just a nice little message saying like, you know, happy whatever anniversary it is. I'm always thinking about you. Here's something that made me think of you today. I'm always thinking of you and I love you. You know, sign, love, whatever their name is. Bro, like sending a letter is not that expensive, right? Is fine. And you know what? Even if they don't want to send a physical letter, you can make a digital one, right? And if they give some excuse, bro, you have a PC that is able to play video games, just fucking like go make like a Google slide or some shit, you know, it's not that hard, okay? Taking hours to respond sometimes is normal and people need to remember that, but to ignore a partner to the point they feel neglected is not good. Actually, I would say it depends. It depends on your schedule. Okay, this is maybe this is a red flag of mine. But okay, this is kind of a red flag of me. You have your phone. These days, people don't really go away from their phone, right? I'm gonna be honest. I think there's a certain amount of hours you can go without responding before it's kind of weird, because you could at least send, like, I'm thinking about you text. This is maybe a bit of a red flag for me. Okay, I know people like gotta focus on their stuff, but I'm just saying, like bro, if you're working at an office job, you got your phone right there. You can at least send a little text to me, right? Come on, like just a little thing. It don't gotta be a full conversation, but you know, I'm just saying, ain't no way you could be off your phone for a whole 9 to 5 without checking it once. Like, especially if I sent you a little message or something, like you gotta go to the bathroom at least once or go eat lunch. Like, you know, I'm just saying, like, the only time where I would understand if you're on a flight, or I don't know, you are in like a special covert like operation and you literally cannot check your phone. In situations where you literally cannot check your phone. For me, sometimes I forget because I have do not disturb on. Oh. Okay, I'm toxic in the way where, like, I would not care if you had do not disturb on your phone. I should be on your mind. I'm kind of toxic like that, because I'd be like, you should like check your phone every periodically to see if I message you, or like to send me a message if I haven't messaged you. Yeah, you know, or they're asleep. Yes, true. That's right. I forgot. If you're long distance, they could also be asleep. That's true. That is true. Like, the do not disturb is for everything else, but like, you know, for me, it should be please do disturb. And I'm not asking for much. I just want a simple, like, I'm thinking about you, or I miss you, or like literally, that's it. Just like a little thing. That's what I really care. I don't want to need like, okay, so I clocked in at 9:01, 34 seconds into work, and now I'm walking to my desk. I just said hello to the front desk, and now I'm walking up and going to the elevator, and I am adjusting my suit. Like, I don't need that, okay? I don't need that. I've been with someone who has always had their phone on do not disturb too, and sometimes wouldn't respond for a whole day. Lamau rip. Maybe this is my bad mentality where I'm like, I really, like, everyone has a phone now. I can't find a reason where you would not respond for a whole day unless you had, I don't know, maybe you're like a first what's it called? A first responder, is that what it's called? And you are like literally performing like a 24-hour surgery or something like that. Then I'll be like, okay, yeah, that would make sense, right? But in most normal situations, regular office job, I will say, if you're working retail though, if you're working retail or food services, you get a pass, except for your break. When you have your break, you should text. But those could be rough. I can understand that. You're always on the freaking like people, right? If it's like things like that, I could understand. But if you're working an office job, if you're in school, for example, bro, I'm just saying you could text a little bit, bro. I'm just saying, you know. That's just me though. That's just me. That might be a red flag. I understand if some people think that's a red flag, but well, that, I don't know, guys. That's Cendari. I don't know how to tell. I don't know how to tell you guys. But anyways, back to the submission. Yeah, bro definitely could have put more effort, and honestly, low-key glad that you guys are exes now, because I don't know. If you are like neglected to the point where you feel like crying, that's definitely not good, and you should not sacrifice your like feelings for this person who seemingly doesn't really make the effort, you know. I don't understand people in long distance who cannot handle, like, who doesn't want to be with their partner unless they're cheating. So I don't know, maybe this guy's cheating. Not to say anything, but like if you really love the person you're dating in long distance, you would always want to be on call, on FaceTime, like, oh, I'm doing this, let's FaceTime, I'm at home, let's I'm cooking dinner, let's FaceTime. I would think you would always be on that because time is so precious. You're long distance. You don't have the normal like physicality, I guess, is that a good way to say it, of people who are just dating regularly, not long distance, short distance. Yeah, right? Like, I feel like if you're a long distance, you would have more of a desire to see the person you love. To be fair, in a long distance relation, there could be a time gap between people which can make communication harder, no? It sounds like here, though, like, they are in roughly the same time zone. So... yeah. Because I feel like if they were in a different time zone, they probably would mention, like, oh, you know, when I wake up, they go to sleep, so it's kind of like hard, blah 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 blah. But like they said, like, this guy just plays games, and the person here, Anon, is just missing him, and he just like, nah, bro, I'm on League with the Bros. My bad. Like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. It would be so funny if this guy is a League Legends players. No shade to League of Legends players, but sorry. Someone who was in a long distance relationship, the time zone is definitely a problem, which is what makes long distance relationships difficult. But one thing in LDR, you should know what time they could speak to one another. Yeah, like, yeah, exactly. I feel like if the person really loved you, you would make every effort to find the time, even if it's literally, I don't know, like 10 minutes. You would be like, okay, well, let's talk, like, maybe, you know, 1 hour before I go to bed, and then you can go to work or something. Or like, while you are on your way to work, let's talk while I'm gonna go prepare to sleep or something. You know, you could find the time. That's what I'm saying. I really doubt there is maybe rarely, but I really doubt there is a situation where you cannot at least squeeze in a little bit. And I feel like if you really were committed to the relationship, you would do that. You would make the effort to do that, right? But sounds like to me that they didn't. So you're not the asshole here, hang on. But yeah. Anyways. That's what I think. Thank you so much. You are not the asshole. Let's go to the next one. Boing. Alright. Am I the asshole for feeling hurt for my mom, even though it's not her fault? My mom has short-term memory issues that have progressively gotten worse. She'll repeat the same thing multiple times in one sentence or walk away mid-conversation because she forgets I'm talking. When I was little and didn't know, I genuinely thought she hated me. I shared vulnerable things and she forget hours later and it broke me. Now, I know it's a medical issue, but it still hurts. Some days, I just need my mom. I want a heartfelt conversation to share my day and feel heard, but she forgets or keeps doing things I've told her hurt me. And every time I bring it up, she reacts like it's the first time, because to her, it is. I get jealous watching my friends bond with their moms. I know my mom didn't choose this, and I hate myself for getting upset over something she can't control. I feel disgusted for even having these feelings. I'm hurt, sad, and angry at myself, and grieving something I never really had. Am I the asshole? No, you're not. This is very... no. You have a very... how do I say? You have a very tough situation, and you're completely valid in feeling this, you know. In the same way that it's not your mom's fault, it's also not your fault It's not. I don't think it's anybody's fault, and I don't think you should feel. I don't think you should feel. I don't. How do I say it? I don't think you should hate yourself. Is what I think. But I also will say, this is very tough. This is a very rough situation. Like, not sugarcoating it, you have a really tough situation. But, no, what you're feeling is totally valid. It is totally valid. Man. I think it will be it will really be rough, and it's something I think sadly you're gonna have to learn to sort of deal with these things, these like medical issues. They're really unfortunate and can steal a lot of joy, and really so tough. I don't want to give any like I don't think it's in my place to say anything about like what to do or whatnot, but I think what I can say for sure is that you are valid in your feelings. I don't want you to hate yourself. I would like for you to accept yourself. These are completely normal things to feel. Totally deserved, like to feel this way. Don't limit your feelings. And I just hope that it's gonna be tough, but I hope you can find something out of it in the end. But yeah, for this, overall, you are not the asshole. So I really wish you the best. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some ups and some downs, but I really believe that you'll get through it, and in the end, I hope that at least something good can come out of it for sure. Good luck. I really wish the best for you. Don't beat yourself up too much. Really. Okay. Thank you so much for this submission. I hope my words can at least bring some sort of comfort. Not anything. Okay. I think we only have time for about like 3 more, sadly. We were almost done. I'm actually like 2/3 of the way through, but sadly I think we can only do about like 2-3 more, so we'll see. All right, let's just go. Let's just read. So it's the end of the school year, and I have a final group project, one where you don't get to choose your own partner. Ooh. Actually, that sounds kind of typical sometimes. We decided to split up the work evenly. I completed my end of the work. She still hadn't finished. We had to film a short video, and she was in charge of the script. Since we were tight on time, I tell her that we can just record our lines at home and piece them together. She says this is a bad idea and that we could just record the next day. The day it is due? She didn't come the next day? Oh my gosh, she didn't come! She messages me at 2 a.m. that she was feeling sick and couldn't come, but she would be fine to come tomorrow? Isn't that late? That's late, no? We end up recording off of our notes. She never finished the script off my phone. I clean up each recording and send them to her. She sends me an angry text asking me why I didn't edit the video before I sent it to her. Quote, seriously? Not cool, bro. Oh my gosh. I crashed out over text telling her that I did, and that all she has to do is piece them together. It's not hard. Am I an asshole? No? That's a crash out? Or no, there was probably some other stuff before, huh? No, what? This is definitely not hello? In fact, if anything, the real asshole is your group, is your partner. You need to record this. You should list this all down and send it to your professor or your teacher. I don't know, but this person seems very, very immature. But yeah, like, brother, so it's late because she didn't come on the day that it was due and said she would come tomorrow, right? So it's late. And that's like not your fault. She's the one in charge of the script, right? Yeah, she was in charge of the, like, bruh, like, I just hope you can tell your teacher and just tell the whole situation. And yeah, no, you are not the asshole. Very simple. Man, fuck the other person. What the hell? Okay. Yeah, for sure. Not the asshole. All right. Thank you so much for the submission. Next one. All right. Hi, Lem and Bunt. Am I the asshole for wanting the kitchen to be clean? This year, I live in an in an apartment with 3 girls, but 2/3 of them have ADHD, causing them to forget dishes in the sink for over 3 days, have rotting stuff in the fridge, have rotting stuff in the fridge. They also forget to clean up after themselves a lot, and I find messes on the counters that I've just been cleaning because it bothers me so much. It feels like nails on chalkboard if I don't clean it. I talked to them before about not leaving dishes for too long and remembering to clean up after cooking. Sometimes either of them goes on a cleaning spree and cleans the whole kitchen, which is good, I appreciate that, but that cleanliness never stays and it gets dirty again for weeks and no cleaning is done. I prefer people to clean as they make messes, not waiting for it to get filthy and then clean. And again, I told them how much the mess bothers me. My mom says to cut them more slack because people have different cleanliness standards, but I don't know, I feel like I'm gonna snap at them one day. Am I the asshole? No. Definitely not. How do I say? What do I say about this? Ideally, immediately, I would be like, you should move. I think you should move, but it is fucking hard to move nowadays, and it's not even possible. The only thing I can think of, like, actually, is literally writing it down on paper or something with huge markers to be like, clean this now or something. But clearly, like, I don't know. I can't say, but like, obviously you're not happy and I can't say much because I don't know how, like, how much the ADHD is affecting them in this regard for like forgetting and stuff. But yeah, like, if you can move out, because I don't think, if you told them so many times, I don't think it will get to them. I don't know, maybe what if you, hear me out, what if you do snap at them and then they remember? The best option though is always to move out, yeah. Move out politely so there won't be any resentment, yeah, but it's really hard to do that nowadays, so it's not really an easy solution. Gotta find another place in your price range, location, good condition. Oh god, just so many things. ADHD can very much do this to people, but there's reasons and there's responsibilities. They are different. Yeah, like, Yeah, I agree. Like, you know, like, are they making the effort to remember? Like, you see, if they cared, I feel like they would be like, ah, shoot, I forgot again. I really need to, like, find a solution so I can remember to clean the dishes, right? Is that a normal thing to think about? I don't know. I feel, or is that like, I feel like, you know, if you have something, like, with ADHD, for example, and you really wanted to, like, how do I say, like, if someone expresses you, like let's take this example, someone expresses you to clean the dishes and you're like, okay, I shall do that, but then you forget about it. If you really wanted to, like, make the effort, right, you would try your best to come up with ways to help you remember, right? Like, set a reminder, set a note or something. I don't think they make an effort though if it's already for that's true. Like, they would walk by the sink and see that it's dirty, and immediately you would be reminded right then and there by looking at it, right? Like, oh, it's dirty, so I should clean it, right? ADHD can distract someone from things if you have to remind them more than once, and at that point it's purposeful that they don't remember. Because I have ADHD and it's not hard to remember if reminded. Okay, thank you guys for the information. Yeah, so yeah, okay, I definitely think then at this point it sounds like, I don't know, like they're kind of making excuses and just not doing it and not being clean. So bro, okay, one thing your mom saying that people have different cleanliness standards, that is kind of crazy to say, because, like, what if you're, like, let's say you are switched. Let's say you are dirty. Your mom comes in and it's like, you need to clean up. And you should be like, don't be so hard on that person who likes things to be clean, because everyone has different cleaning standards. Like, it's the same logic. It's the same logic. Like, bro, you're all sharing a space. It's not. And also the food rots. Next time if your mom is there, just be like, just don't clean and just let her look at it, and it'll be like, okay, all the food we have in the fridge is all rotten. You wanted me to pick, you know, make it for you? What do you mean? Cleanliness standards are. I don't understand. What does it mean? There's unclean and then there's something that is clean. Okay, I think what you mean by cleanliness standard is just how cluttered something can be. It could be cluttered, disorganized, it could still be clean. And this is with the kitchen. It's important for the kitchen to be clean. Oh my god. Sorry. But I'm just saying, I don't understand that logic. Anyways, you are not the asshole. You can see it in front of you. Oh my god, I forgot how my ADHD. It's been there for days and you walk by. That's what I was thinking, right? If it piles up, you would see it. Like, I don't think that's an excuse to forget, right? If they are in ADHD, they could be distracted with dirty dishes and spontaneously clean them too. Sometimes they do that and go on a cleaning spree, as Anon mentioned, but only when I'm assuming only when it piles up to the point where they themselves also can't handle it. Anyways, you are not the asshole. Next, and this will sadly be our last one. It is about time to be my dinner, or yeah, it's about to be my dinner time. And I got a few little things that I got to work on to before I call it a night, and then the new week begins. The new weeks. Will there be a part 2? Currently no, I'm not thinking of having a part 2. But I would like to do more like marshmallow related things, so we could probably change it. Maybe we'll do another confession stream again. I don't know. Maybe some time has passed. You guys have some juicy confessions for me now. Might do another one, something like that, or we can find another thing to do. But yeah, maybe in the future we can come back to this. It was a lot of fun. So yeah. Okay. Oh, this one's a long one. Okay. Alright. Congratulations for being our last one today. Am I the asshole for being happy that our group didn't get awarded in a competition because I sabotaged everything? And it was all for that one guy. Wait, is this like a like a romance? Whoa, hold on. Context. It was an inter-school competition, and we were the first ones to compete in our school, and it was such a big deal. There's this one guy who bagged everything as his own despite being part of a group work, and it was thanks to me that we got into competition. Wait, oh, never mind. Wait, I don't think it is. Hey, I don't think it's I don't think it's romance. In the first place, and always been sabotaging me before the competition as well. My other teammates shared the same sentiment towards him, but he just simply didn't care and insisted that we villainize him? I was like Hachiman out here, what the hell? So I sabotaged the whole competition by not giving my whole. My teammates didn't care as much about the results than him, and since then he refused to talk to me until graduation. Oh my gosh. Saying congratulations to me because his mood had drastically changed just because he got the honors award. Oh, he only talked to you since he had the honors award. I mean, yeah, no, you're not the asshole. This guy was an asshole. Yeah, this guy's the asshole. Bro, what is this guy? He sounds so chunibyo. Villainize me, it's fine, I don't care. Hate me instead, I'll take all the blame. And all the award or the credit too. Like, okay. Villainize? Bro thinks he's in an edit. Bro thinks he's him. Oh my gosh. No, dude, actually though. What is this guy? Okay, bro. Sure, alright. Thinks he's a freaking Batman over here. Vigilante. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, you're not the asshole. You're not the asshole at all. This guy's just they want to be the misunderstood villain that's loved by the fandom so bad. Oh my gosh. He ain't Bakugo for sure. Bakugo. Gosh, I haven't heard that name in so long, bro. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, you're not the asshole. Definitely not. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it at all. Okay. All right. Let's bring you guys back to full size. Nice. Okay. Thank you guys so much for coming to Am I the Asshole? Marshmallow stream. So much fun. I think we got some really good banger submissions. This stream went so quick. Yeah, I know. I'm so sorry. I should have timed this stream a little bit better for me. I should have known that it would have went longer than I would attended. Like, I shouldn't have given myself 3 hours, but sadly, I did. I will learn for the future to try to give me, like, I'll try to put more time for these kind of streams in the future, so I have more time to talk about all these. So I'm sorry if you didn't make it. We had more, but I'm very bad at timing these things. So sorry. But I really do appreciate everyone who did send in a submission. And I hope that maybe I got some of people's submission that were due today. But yeah. Otherwise, I really appreciate everyone that oh my gosh, I really appreciated everyone that participated. And if we did get to one of your submissions today, thank you. So much fun. I'm sorry if I was a little mean. If I said something that was a little mean, maybe I gave someone the ick. I don't know. Always constantly text me. My bad. Is that an ick, guys? My bad. But yeah. Still though, all in all, it was really fun. I had so much fun at this. I was really looking forward to this. Seeing the other boys do it, I was like, oh my god, This is like my type of tea. Gosh, wait, no, my cup of tea. Oh my. But yeah. I would have want to gossip with you, not gonna lie. Would love to have the gossip. Am I the asshole for farting on your night? Yes, you are the asshole. All right. Thank you for the submission. Our last one, ending it off on the asshole. Thank you so much, Nine, for the super. I mean, for the submission. Yeah, and the super. Oh my gosh. I think actually I just remembered. Oh man, I want to do another maybe on the week of Valentine's. I want to do another love advice one. I love giving love advice one. Love advice stuff. I love pretending that I know everything there is to romance. And I'm like a freaking romance guru. Stupid Malim, yeah. We did one last year. No, yeah, last year. I don't remember if I did it around Valentine's though. I think maybe I did it like a week after Valentine's, so we'll see. But I kind of want to do another one. I'm not gonna lie. I love that stream. That was a lot of fun. Romance guru incoming. Yeah, let me fix your relationship. And then put a little asterisk. Please do not take my advice as serious consultation and take it at your own risk or something like that. I am not legally liable to blah 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 blah. Dear Malim, how do I get the attention of a purple alien? Please teach me the ways of love. All right, Altis, I actually got you. I actually have a reasonable reason. Okay, Altis, walk with me. I'm standing up. Walk with me. Altis, people say that you are an Oni that is skilled with your hands. Yes? Your hands equipped with a drawing utensil to create, you know, wondrous illustration, yes? Okay. There is a fictional character that this purple alien really loves, yes? And you have the ability to create limitless amounts of this fictional character that he loves so much in whatever situation he wants, yes? I think this character was called Chiikawa or Chai Kawaii, you know, something like that. I'm just saying. Now it doesn't have to be drawing, but yeah. What's that? Chai Kawa? Yeah, Chai Kawa. My bad, Chikawa. My bad. I'm just Jodan, yo, Jodan. You know, it doesn't have to be drawing too. It could be, I don't know, physical goods. It could be a love letter written on Chikawa lettering paper with a Chikawa pen and a Chikawa drawing in the corner and Chikawa scent, is that a thing? Perfume, and mailed in a Chikawa box or Chikawa letter. Okay, wait. Write a love letter on Chikawa paper with a Chikawa pen with Chikawa scent with Chikawa drawing in the corner and Chikawa stickers all over the letter, and you put it in a Chikawa envelope and you stamp it with Chikawa and then you send it over on a Chikawa airplane. And they get it delivered by a delivery driver driving in a Chikawa truck that's wearing a Chikawa mascot costume. And better yet, it could be you that wears it. Better yet, you are just there. You don't send it. You ride the Chikawa plane wearing the Chikawa mascot, holding the Chikawa letter, landing at the Chikawa airport, going into the Chikawa car that you are driving, that's a delivery truck, the delivery Chikawa truck, and then you go to his house, and then you come out of the Chikawa truck with your Chikawa costume and hand him the Chikawa letter that is filled with Chikawa love. Oh my god, I'm so good at being a love guru, guys. I'm pretty good at this. Pretty good at this job. Okay. Consider buying a Chiikawa house too. Chiikawa house with a Chiikawa diamond engraved ring. That was amazing of them. Thank you. I work my magic. What can I say? Magic of fire? Nah, magic of love. That's me. That's me. Start blasting the Chiikawa song too? No! Sing the Chiikawa song too! With the Chiikawa guitar that you will learn to play. I'm pretty good at this. Do you have any advice for winning a certain genie? You know how like you have a CSS open, you know, on your like you know, you have your CSS open and then you like type in a program and then you click run and then it turns out error null. Yeah. Do you have any advice for winning a Fortnite match? Okay, so what you want to do is press the Windows button and then you type in control panel and then you go to click uninstall a program and then you search programs and files Fortnite and then you right click and click uninstall. Hey Malim, how can I win over some buns? Become Malim Cendari. How can I riz my Oshi? Depends who it is. I need more context. Dear Malim, you don't need a lamp to fulfill wishes. We can be glued at the hips instead. Whoa, is it a love letter to me? What's going on? Are we both gonna be Chiikawa? But how are we glued? Is it like side by side or face to face? Cause I'd rather have one than the other, just saying. How can I win over a certain lamp named Willy? So you know when you know like when you try to boot up a computer with no RAM? Yeah, that's what happens. Okay. Alright, right. Let me think. Real way to win me over. Actually, I don't fucking know, man. Wait, now that I think about it, I actually don't fucking know. Number 1, be alive. Number 2, be human. Number 3, be nice to me. Giving keyboards? Bruh, I'm not so materialistic. I'm gonna keep what we're talking about though. Hey Malim, here's some food I made for you. Can you make me a new keyboard? Do I have to buy the parts myself? Nah. I mean, these are all materialistic things, you know? You're supposed to say my buns don't have to win me over. You already have me. Isn't it kind of fun to have a little bit of a push and pull though? I'm not that easy. Come on, guys. Come on. What's your best game? Come on. Come on. Not when it's you, it's only fun when I do it. Okay, 2 could play that game. I thought this was supposed to be a 2-way street. The hell? The thrill is what he seeks. He wants to chase. No. Ew, I laughed so ugly, bro. Oh my gosh. No, but that's my thing. You're not supposed to do that. Well, I just did, so too bad. Look, you guys gotta stop, you know, like, gotta start thinking outside the box, you know? Like, yeah, keyboard, Pokemon cards, yeah, that's all pretty big, but like, That's all materialistic goods. You know, that's just bribing me. Guys, we don't chase, we attract. Okay. But what if I like spoiling you? You drive a hard bargain there. Are we not begging for a little love here already? You guys already have that. I thought the question is how to win me over. Thank you so much for the super stra. All right, just sit pretty and let us do our thing. Okay, but like what? Like what thing? What if I don't consent to the thing? I need to know what the thing is. What if I don't spoil you? Okay. You want me to dress up want me to dress up Roscoe for you instead? Are you gonna like degrade me too at the same time? Or like how good is your acting skills? Would you like that? Why are you guys asking? Of course not. I like compliments. Duh, I'm normal like everyone else. What? I can praise you instead. Does that win you over? Depends. It's a step in the right direction. Yeah, actually, yeah. You know what? You know what? I think that's a pretty good step. You know what? That's pretty good and step in the right direction, I would say. I just said, holy shit, I just said 3 words like the same time over and over again. I need to stop doing that. I have a bad habit. Oh my gosh. Can I should just say 1 word at a time instead of saying, you know what, like 4 times over before I actually get to the point that I say, you're normal? Of course. I'm normal like everyone else is. Why is he so picky? Well, I can't just be so easy and like open for everyone. Are you into matching things like keychain, clothes, whatever? My favorite matching item, I would say would be a necklace or a ring. I think I would say, like, I like the ones, yeah, but the subtle ones, if that makes sense. Not the ones that scream like, I don't really like the ones with characters on them or anything, or like super fancy bright colors, but like the really subtle ones that you could look at it and it's just like a regular ring or a necklace, for example, but you know, if you look into it and you see them together, you can tell like it's a matching set. Does that make sense? Yvonne, thank you so much for the super. I think you're more special than anyone else. Okay, that got me to get a big grin. That one was pretty good. That one was pretty good. See, you guys are already learning. Oh my gosh. I'm teaching you guys how to like me? Wait, that doesn't make sense. Oh, Zuda, thank you so much for the donut. Okay, Mr. Normal Genie looking guy behind the screen. Can you teach me how to say I love you in different languages to all my beautiful, talented, wonderful, multilingual buns here? Thanks. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Maybe you guys are really nice to me. What about if it's engraved? Like, what do you mean? You're Yo, you don't have to teach us. Oh, we like you. We already like you for how you are. No, yeah, I know. I don't know what I was saying. I forgot what I was trying to say. Do you have to beg or something? Oh my gosh, you guys already know. It's like I don't even have to say. We ain't nice enough. No, you guys are nice enough. But like how much more can I pull out of you? Like initials or something? Oh yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Those are nice. I would prefer if it's like on the inside of the ring though, to be honest. I like it when it's inside. Yeah. Can we switch it up and have you begging instead? Sure, on opposite day. When is that? I just said that, and if like opposite day is tomorrow, I'm gonna fucking freak out. When is opposite day? Is it an actual day? When is opposite day? Are you? Oh, wait. Opposite day is celebrated on January 25th. Oh, I'm fucking safe for the next year. Let's go! All right. Are you more of a silver or gold jewelry person? Well, you can tell by my attire. Gold. But I would say actually another color I like is just pure black. Actually, like kind of like obsidian, smooth color, kind of. I do like that. I know it's not silver or gold, but yeah. You gotta do it to make up for it. I don't think that's how that works. I think Lem is a gold type of person. Really? What made you think that? Really? What made you say that? I'm kidding. Jodan. You have a year to prepare yourself. Can I just do like 10 push-ups and say cinder buns like 10 times and then call it a day? That's like good enough, right? No? Go ahead, you can try. No, this is for opposite day. Would you please? Yo, some people are like really liking it. Damn, you guys are getting smarter. I feel like if this was a while ago, you would be jumping at it like, yes! And then I would solidify that and never change it. And that will be it. And by the time it comes, you'll realize like, oh, wait, it was kind of like short. Damn, but you guys are getting smart now. You guys know when to say no. Damn. You guys didn't jump for the chicken or whatever it's called. We're also not easy? Damn. Okay. All right, I see you. That was pretty good. Okay. Wow. I guess this is where the push and pull comes. Okay. It's a what is this? What are they called again? Tango? Hashtag not a cinder phrase? Yeah, okay, sure. Alright. Okay. Anyways. All fun and jokes aside. Oh, Zuda, thank you so much for the dono. I'm gonna ask you for carrying your pape and your ring and necklace with me every single day when I go to work because of how much joy you bring. Oh my gosh. And it's gone. I really should have this like prepared, I feel like. Sorry, wait, let me go get it really quickly. How much joy you bring to me, how I feel you would be there cheering me on. Of the ease and stress I feel like we share since I'm not suffering alone. Guys, what's the verdict? That's right. Not the asshole. Not the asshole at all. Of course not. Thank you so much for the dono. I'm glad that you do bring the Malim Pape with you everywhere. I hope you do imagine me cheering you on there. And for everyone else too. Gamba guys. Always cheering you guys on. Thank you. every single day attached at my hip. Oh. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. Righty-ho then, guys. I think I shall head on off now. That is the end of this week. It was a pretty fun week, I would say so. If I do say, wait, if I do say so myself. You guys, I'm thinking of not streaming tomorrow, so I'll probably be there on Tuesday. So you guys can expect a schedule tomorrow. What I'm thinking. But yeah, besides that, a lot of things to look forward to next week because we have Fantasy Frontier, the upcoming convention. So I'll be really excited. See some of you guys there, hopefully. You guys can make it there. Otherwise, yeah, next week I'm thinking it's definitely gonna be a bit of a shorter week for me. Just because we have a lot of things going on, so I think I want to try to control my timing. But yeah, where are we going for dinner tonight? Whoa. You can come over. You can come over. I'll have a Chikawa Tunes radio on the speaker. All right, guys. I have a bit of a dinner to catch, so see you guys next week, okay? It's gonna be, you know, don't expect me to be on Twitter. It's gonna be a long night. I won't be able to go on there, so, you know. Oh, sorry, it was a was it a secret? See you later. Bye, Ultimate. Bye bye. See you guys.
So, for the curious Cinderbuns who decided to stick around, here is Sensei Dari's after school lesson on how to say some few words in different languages. And today's lesson is going to be how to say I love you. Well, you want to say in Mandarin, you would say 我爱你. And if you want to say it in Korean, you can say 사랑해요. And if you want to say in Japanese, if you really want to say and show that you love someone, then you can say 愛してる. Class dismissed.